Oh, hello there. Come closer out of the dark and sit around my campfire, why not? My name is of no great importance, but the stories I have to tell you are. Witness 4 lost souls journeying together through a grim world of perilous adventure. Be warned, though. These stories are not for the faint-hearted, and once you have heard them, you cannot unheard them. Bear witness to the Vagabond Chronicles. Holy shit.
Come with me if you want to live.
Well, I don't know where I came here tonight. I got the feeling something ain't right. I'm so scared in case I fall off my chair, and I'm wondering how I get up them stairs. Skeletons to the left of me, vagabonds to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you.
Yes, I'm
Stuck in the middle with you, and I'm wondering what it is I should do. It's so hard to keep the smile on my face, losing control and running over the place. Skeletons to the left of me, vagabonds to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. When you started off with nothing and you're proud to do something now. And your friends, they all come crawling and slap you on the back and say, please, please.
That's some nice panhandling there, miss. Stand fast, Bondo's here to save you. Trying to make some sense of it all, but I can see it makes no sense at all.
Is it cool to hide behind the kitchen door? I don't think that I can take it anymore. Skeletons to the left of me, vagabonds to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you.
Back, undead. Back, I tell you. Where's that bloody dog? Quick, get behind the kitchen island. Oh, there's some really nice craftsmanship. There's some really nice craftsmanship. Oof. Oh, get off me, you bully bastard.
When you started off with nothing and you're proud that
You're a self-made man. Oi, Ziggy, a little help.
when your friends they all come crawling, slap you on the back and say, please,
Del? Ratty?
please.
Oh, Bono felt that last one.
Well, I don't know how I came here tonight.
I got the feeling that something ain't right.
I'm so scared in case I fall off my chair. And I'm wondering how I'll get up those stairs. Skeletons to the left of me, vagabonds to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you.
It's like a dream.
Yes, I am stuck in the middle with you. Oh, yes, stuck in the middle with you. Yes, I am stuck in the middle with you. Stuck in the middle with you.
Hang on, lads. Bondo is coming.
Holy shit! Gesundheit and welcome. Hello, adventurers. That was a little elaborate. I was going to stop it at Gesundheit and I just carried on going. Not sure what happened there. Sorry about that, folks. I don't know why. I just thought I was going to like.
To the days of your...
What was that? What?
Are we back? Are we back to the days of your confusing introductions?
No, not quite. That's down pat. I just thought now is my pre-introduction is a little all over the place because I get very excited because it's Vagabond Day. Vagabond Day! Hi everybody.
Yay!
Hi folks. So first and foremost, hi to the Vagabonds. What's up, my Vagabonds? How you doing? What is up with your bad selves, respectively?
Hi Neil. Hello.
Who do we have today? We've got a.
Am I the only one? The other
We do.
Thank you very much, and hello to the chat and community and everybody listening and watching. How you all doing, folks?
Hey everybody!
Hey everybody!
Hey everybody.
Yeah, we hope
It's
you're
Dark
all well.
Unique!
We hope you're all well and happy and bouncy like we are. And if you're not having a great time, well, you've come to the right place because we're serving comedy and it's steaming hot. Jesus, I really need to work on these segues.
That does not sound
Steaming,
good.
mate.
Steaming hot comedy, fresh from the Vagabond's posteriors. There you go.
Fresh from the cow's ass.
Fresh from the cow's arse. So you're welcome. So anybody that's new, this is the Vagabond Chronicles, which is a show that we've been. This is a game that's been kind of running in one form or another for about 6 years. We've only been streaming it for about a year. This is episode 25. This is Warm Fancy Roleplay. And Jim and Tom, Blue's a new edition character, which we're very happy to have. And there was Steve and also Pete, that we actually have a real world version of this that we used to play for about 6 fucking years. Until probably about 2019, actually, like 5 years, something like that. So this is actually based on those characters that we had before, but we decided we wanted to, for some god-awful reason, we decided we wanted the world to share in this, and that's why we're doing it. So pure chaos.
We rebooted. We rebooted a lot.
Yeah,
we changed a lot.
We changed a lot and rebooted, but it's kind of loosely based.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like, so the characters are the same but different. There is a whole lot of new layers. Everything.
Yeah, I was going to say new and improved, but it's more like new and inferior. Like they're more vagabondy than they used to be. They used to be
They're worse. They're more vagabond. Yeah.
Yeah, they used to be a lot
Tiny
more better
bit
at
more crap
tactics. A tiny bit more crap now, yeah, in a good way, in a positive way. So
Yeah, it makes a better story.
it makes a better story. Why let good dice rolls get in the way of a good story, Jim? You're absolutely right. So, without further ado, let me introduce you to the Vagabonds. What's up, Vagabonds? We're going to go in initiative order of your characters. Starting with the elf, not on the shelf, as we discovered. That's a rhyme. And thank you for the subscriptions, everybody. Thank you, Dharma Karma Star. Nice. Thank you for the subscriptions. It's Blue. What's up, Blue?
Yes. Hello.
Who are you and what are you playing?
Yeah, I am Blue Elves Medic, and I am playing Dell. She's a wood elf outlaw, and just recently joined. I did the math though, Neil. I've been in the team for almost 6 months.
It's been 6 months, right?
It's
been 6 months. 6 months, man. And your character is still alive. That's incredible.
I'm still alive, baby. Oh gosh, don't jinx me.
Those fate points don't spend themselves. Those fate points don't spend themselves.
I mean, what I'm sure, yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I'm a wood elf, semi-recent to the team now, and I believe I may have just acquired a doggo friend
You may want to
named,
just
I believe,
that.
I may have just gotten a doggo, you guys. Yeah, that's kind of my deal.
All right. Next up, we have Ratty, the hedge wizard, who's definitely not well, he's pretty tatty, actually. I was going to try and make that rhyme, doesn't work. We have Tom DeVille playing Rat. What's up?
Ratty, not tatty.
Ratty, not tatty. He's
Ratty
fucking
very,
tatty, dude. He's really
Ratty,
tatty.
very tatty.
He's incredibly tatty.
I play like human scarecrow, Elias P. Rattigan,
Who is
the hedge wizard.
Yeah,
Ratty, everyone calls him Ratty.
Yeah.
He's a hedge wizard.
that's right. He's a deal.
He sort of does sneezy, sweary magic. He's got ferrets that help him with his magic.
He's got ferret familiars, is what he's got.
Yeah, he's got an in gown for an bathrobe
Gown for
from
every
an inn.
occasion, Tom.
Well, he's got two, so two occasions.
Yeah, basically.
Fighting and not fighting. There you go.
Yeah, fighting, and then his Sunday best, which is his green one.
Okay. That's kind of it, really, isn't it?
That's it.
kind
That's
of
it. Yeah.
Okay.
I need to note that he does actually wear leather armor underneath it now. So
Yeah, you begged me for that, man. You begged me for that.
I needed some kind of protection.
I'm not a
That's-
cruel god. I'm just a god, an ambivalent one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there he is. That's him.
All right.
Little scraggly man.
Next up, we have who's now become an NPC, a non-player character, because our real-world friend Dr. Steve, who is actually an amazing hero for the NHS, has had to step away because it's just a lot, and he's dealing with the pandemic. So we have no bad blood about that.
He's
so
saving the world
he's saving
in
the
reality.
world, man. Saving the world. So we now play
Yeah.
Ziggy Hauptmann, Corporal Ziggy Hauptmann, by committee, and he's kind of like this party's Cartman. So he gets to say the things that none of us dare say.
Is Steve aware that he is now the Cartman?
I don't know. I don't want to go there.
Oh.
I just send him messages like, "I hope you're doing well. You know, I know it's a lot, and hope you and the family are great. Love you, miss you." That's all I say.
I'm treating your character with the utmost respect and honor he deserves.
Yeah,
all
I
that.
don't ever mention.
yeah.
By the way, your character's gone a little off-piste. But basically, like Ziggy is a 17-year-old that is super hormonal, very socially awkward. Is an incredibly competent fighter, like a really good fighter, and has now got illusions of grandeur, and is trying to save the Empire single-handedly, where our story takes place. Yeah, he's a lot of fun to play, actually. Cool. Lastly, but never leastly, we have our Swiss Army gnome, Bondo. What's up, Bondo?
Swiss
How's your-
Army gnome.
Yeah,
I love
man.
it.
You like it? That's
Swiss
played
Army
by
gnome,
Jim.
yes, indeed.
How's it going, Jim?
Yes, I have many, many tools in my little bag. Yes, I play Bondo. My name's Jim. I play Bondo. Bondo is a gnome with a mysterious backstory. Problem is, he doesn't know what his mysterious backstory is because
Double
he's
mystery.
got some sort of injury to his head. Super mysterious.
Super mysterious.
But yes, he has no bloody clue.
Okay.
There you
cool.
go.
All right. Cool. All right. Well, last time was fucking exciting. And I'm not going to lie to you. It was very exciting. Last time we saw the characters. In fact, let's go to the table and see what the fuck is up. All right. Bam. Here we are, back in the farmhouse, which is under siege by an enormous skeleton warband. They've already been attacked at a dwarven mine by a warband, and this is yet another warband. Some of which have moustaches. You're pretty sure it's not the same warband. Some of these skeletons have beards and moustaches. They may be fake.
they like-
You don't know. You don't know.
Are they stick-on?
They're
like,
stick-on
sort of-
moustaches. You don't know if the same skeletons or not.
Victorian
Alright.
style
Yeah.
pistachios.
A little bit.
Yeah.
So we're back in with the action. The farmhouse is owned by a family called the Vernicas, who are two of which appear to be ex-military. And we've already seen the grandmother being dragged through, not backwards, like forwards backwards, like basically the wrong way, through a window. Teddy,
Bent in
Teddy
half.
doesn't exist in this game, so he's gone. We have Ratty and Bondo, who are fighting for their lives in a kitchen. Bondo took a very heavy hit and is currently on a critical damage wound of -1, which is not good news. Facing off against Skeleton, the lovely Mary Louise Butterford or Butterworth? Is it Butterford? I can't remember. Butterford.
Which one's funnier?
Butterford.
It's a worse as a business, so
Butterworth.
that sounds
Yeah.
about right.
Mary, she has a very grandiose name for a halfling cook. She is now carrying the corner with pots on her head and two pots, wielding dual pots. Bondo has taken it on himself to rescue the fair Butterford. Butterfoot. I don't know. One of the two. Remind me. The butter. Rescue the fair butter.
Butterfinger.
I can't believe it's not Butterfoot. Whatever it is. So whatever it is, it's Butter something. He's basically smitten.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're on to
You
it.
know what? We should really start writing this shit
That has
down.
been
I'm just
spicy.
saying.
All of us, including me, should write this shit down. Ratty has come to the aid, and I think he ended up hitting Bondo, I believe, last time. I didn't listen to the episode for a while.
Dropped his stick and I slipped over on it and
That's
brained
right.
myself
You
on the far wall.
critical. You fell over
Yeah,
his
I
stick.
99'd it.
That you
Yeah,
99'd
it's
it.
beautiful.
Almost the worst critical fail you can get. We have the Ziggy, who's been making a lot of tea and cake tests and passing all of them successfully. We have Fleck the War Dog, who is here. And we also have Dell, who's now decided to climb the outside of the farmhouse to, which is terrible drawing, folks, I'm so sorry, but to this, basically this sort of like shrine which sits on the top of the building, which is basically kind of like a lookout post or like a little bell tower to start sniping this huge horde of skeletons that have now broken through the defense palisade of this farmhouse. And we are right back fucking in it. All right, Dell, you are up first. What's up?
Yes.
And can we move the blue hand, please, Tom? Just shimmy it.
Yes.
Thank you very much, sir. Oh, by the way, folks, we don't have any
Oh,
community
yeah.
news. We don't have a community news yet, which we did skip over for a reason. We don't have any at the moment. However, what we do fucking have is this beauty, which was made by whom? Who made this amazing...
This is
Dell?
Scarlet Moth.
Scarlet Moth, all right. Thank you so
Scarlet
much.
Moth does it again.
Look, check this out. Look at that. That is Blue Owl's Medic's character, Dell, in Hero Forge. Fucking
Thank
check
you,
it out.
Scarlet. That's
Thank you
awesome.
so much. That's amazing.
Very
Yes, very
nicely done.
cool.
Thank you.
That's very cool. So, Blue, you are a wood elf. You're outside. You see the horde of skeletons rampaging towards you.
I do.
Now, all of you have basically seen these skeletons before. You've all been attacked, some bloodied. So you no longer need to make a fear test. However, the family does. So, Blue, you don't need to make a fear test of seeing these skeletons again. Quite frankly, you've had a lot of skeletons thrown at you for recently. Unwanted skeleton activity, I would say. So what do you want to do? You're outside the farmhouse. You're at the corner of the building here. It's a one-story affair. Or sorry, it's not a bungalow. It's like a ground level and one floor story affair. And there's a slope running up to the bell tower at the top over here.
I think my plan was to climb up the bell tower and
Snipe, really,
start
isn't it?
sniping people.
Okay. So you got what's your movement? Just out of curiosity.
It's fast. It's 5.
That's pretty fast. Okay, I'm gonna
Super
say
fast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you could actually probably get to the bell tower. You want me to take
I
a shot?
also have scale climb as a skill.
Yeah, scale sheer surface is the Warhammer skill. So yeah, you can basically do that without a check. It's automatic. If you're being attacked or something, then you have to make a check. But as you're not, it's just a straight climb. You can do that. So you can basically skinny up onto the bell tower. Which I'm going to make a better bell tower over here because shit, it's terrible. Like to the point of embarrassment, Newbon. Like that was a shocking bell tower. This is going to be so good. Stay with me, man. This is gonna be a lot better. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great. You're gonna love it.
Look at this skill.
Look at this. Fuck me, huh? My art teacher said I would amount to nothing. That all I made in DNR was wood
This
out
is
of
like
wood.
perspective sort of happening.
Is it inside? Is it outside? Is it Escher? I don't know. Just go with it.
It's
fucking
very
wood.
Escher.
It's very Escher. Does it start or stop? Is she going in or out? I don't know. Maybe both. What is life? What is the meaning of life, Tom? That's how good that picture is, man.
Escalation.
It is. Okay, so you make it to basically the bell tower. And by the way, this bell tower has the tiny. Basically, they spent all the money on the bell tower. They couldn't afford the bell. The bell is this tiny little kind of like dinner bell thing that just hangs there. That it just goes ding 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 like that when you touch it. It's tiny and does fuck all. So, but you're standing there and you've got basically you can see everything in front of you now. Your vision, if you want to have a look at the main farmhouse, Blue, your vision sort of stops around here-ish. Okay? So
Okay.
so anything along there, then you'll not be able to shoot it. So everything in front of it, you'll be able to hit. Make sense?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Rock and roll. So
I'm gonna shoot.
you can start aiming this round, but you've still
Okay, got
got
it.
like 2 stories. So quite frankly, hold your horses there, Nelly. So
Well,
basically, yeah.
we need to get you some dynamite arrows. I've just realized.
Yes.
Oh my god, you have the skills to do that as well. Not the
Yeah,
time, sadly.
we need to start Hawkeyeing you up. We
do.
need to start.
Yes. I'm about this.
Okay, so
Yeah.
next up in initiative
Give
order.
Bondo a chance.
Let Bondo be Bondo. Next up is Ziggy, who's played by today's GM, guest GM, Neil. Ziggy is going to reload his crossbow because he shot last time and take an aim at the doorway, which is here, where the dog is. The dog is sort of like panting around, is now like running around like
behind
this.
the master dog.
Yeah, the dog is like doing this. It's basically chasing its tail,
I
but from a
see.
distance. Look at that. I mean, talk
that
about...
dog. Looking at all the skeletons, that dog must be hungry.
That dog
He's
is
just thinking,
really excited.
This is-
It doesn't know where to look.
Think of
It's
all
basically, there's so
that
many
juicy
bones.
bone marrow.
Yeah,
So
bones
much
days.
juicy bone marrow. And by the way, this is as
He's
big as...
just waiting for someone to ask him if he's a good boy.
You're right, and this is as big as I can make the... can't make this model any smaller, so this is the size of the dog, which is taller than all of you. I can't make it any
Perfect.
smaller. It's perfect. All right,
Bondo
so...
will ride him into battle.
Indeed, yeah, you could actually ride him into battle. Speaking of Bondo, we now have to move over to the action of Ratty and poor Bondo in the kitchen. So the skeleton is attacking. There's another skeleton, I believe I said, that is trying to punch its way through the door, which has been jammed, presumably by the cool Butterfoot. I don't know. Fuck it. Take a, you know what? Take a poll. Butterfoot, Butterworth. Butterfoot? Okay,
That's
fine.
a third.
Butterfoot. So Butterfoot managed to
It works.
like jam the door a little bit, and the skeleton is trying to peek through. Very classic Resident Evil. Did I say Resident Evil? What a strange reference to make.
Can't imagine why it's on the brain.
Yeah, weird, huh?
Plug.
No, not at all, Jim. Not at all, Jim. It's just one of the finest Resident Evil games ever made and sold over 3 million copies in the last 4 days, and has some sterling, if not theatrical, acting by some fantastic, performers. There's no reason that pops into the brain. It's just rolls off the... I don't know.
Do you know
Don't
any of
overthink
these
it.
performers by any chance, Neil?
I'm sure I do. I'm sure it's a small world, Anyway, moving back into the game. Available on PST and then also on the PC. Okay, so moving forwards... Oh, Stadia and Steam.
But no.
It is now Ratty's go. Ratty, you've just accidentally tripped over... tripped Bondo, who smashed his head incredibly hard against the corner of the very finely crafted kitchen island.
No.
And as he went down, he went, "Oh my, was that dwarven made?" Just like slams on the ground really hard. The skeleton is now like using the advantage, is advancing on Bondo. Mary Louise Butterfoot is screaming, but in a really beautiful sort of like, kind of like soprano, sort of like cultured way, like that. Really like wow. Like check out the
She's
lungs.
screaming
on that
like
one.
Mariah Carey.
Yeah, like basically screaming like Mariah Carey in the zombie apocalypse. But Bondo looks in a bad way. He's still conscious, but he seems to be rambling and he's not doing well. What are you gonna do, sir?
Can we just? I feel like there's some revisionism going on here because I do not recall tripping over Bondo and leading to this.
You didn't
like-
trip him over. Basically, he rolled a
Literally,
99.
on the last roll,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what, Tom? You don't fucking listen back to our work, and that upsets me on a professional
Hang on,
level.
let's do a quick poll amongst the other players.
Professional
Who
level.
Who listens back to the previous episode?
Fuck you guys, man. Am I the only person that spends a few hours of his day going, I should research to make sure there's consistency between the episodes? Fuck you, Tom. I
I
we were
just
in
remember
this
braining myself. It's all good.
Yeah, okay. So as long as you remember that and nothing else from the last 2 hours we spent together, that is essentially
Well, it's
our
kind of accurate.
friendship.
It goes with the character.
You do realise the reason I started all this thing and the channel and everything was to spend time with my friends. I mean, basically, this is like this is our quality time, Tom. And you're besmirching it. You're besmirching it with your lack of attention and your lack of care. I'm just saying.
Oh, I'll besmirch. I got no problem with the besmirching.
In my hand, there's an imaginary velvet glove, and it's just slapping you like a penguin around the face. Like this. Okay, man. So what do you want to do, sir?
So there is a skeleton right here, right in
there's
front of.
right in front of you, and is advanced. He's not looking at you. It's not charging you. It's definitely. These things. You're not au fait with skeleton behavior or psychology or whatever. But these things are relentless. So once they sort of pick a target or do an activity, they just basically are concerned with doing that thing. So this thing is intent on just eradicating him.
I'm gonna have to. My first action is I'm just gonna have to swing for it with my staff because this is too immediate. I need to do other stuff, but
I'll throw you a bone. I'll throw you a bone and say because it's not aiming at you, that it's basically like solely focused on Bondo, you can essentially charge it, which will give you +10 to your weapon skill. Folks that are new, this is a percentile game, so everybody has a percentage of certain skills. We'll talk about them a little bit, but weapon skill is how you hit things with a melee weapon, basically. So
sorry,
charging,
what plus is it going to be? Add 10?
+10, yeah, +10.
Okay. I am rolling.
That is 11, so that's going to be a hit without the bonus.
Yes.
So close to that 90, gorgeous 99 there, which would be a critical fail. All right, so that's a hit. That's a hit.
Wouldn't you just love it if we all critical failed ourselves?
I would be okay with closing down the vagabonds at this point and just rolling new characters.
Whoa!
No, I wouldn't. That's sad. Okay, roll a 6.
Friendship over.
Friendship done. 2. Okay. That's 2 damage plus your strength, sir.
4.
That's
4
6
strength.
damage plus any other modifiers I need to know about.
Do I get any for charging?
No, it's just weapon skill. It doesn't do increased damage.
Then that is it.
6. Okay, it has a toughness of 3. It has a shield, so that's 2. So basically, you sort of do enough to catch its attention. So you give it a good smash in the chest, and it doesn't really like damage it that much. A few bones like rattle, but what you do is get its attention, and it stops advancing on Bondo, which is kind of the point, I guess, and starts advancing on you.
Yes, yeah, that's good.
That's good. Okay, Bondo, you're on the floor. You're prone at the moment. You're also at -1 wounds, which is never a good place to be. What do you want to do? So, Ratty, you're sort of vaguely aware that Ratty has entered the fray and has now like smashed the skeleton with his staff. You're very groggy, and you're going to have penalties to your stats for a little while, but I'll tell you about them as they happen because you're basically a bit punch drunk right now.
Okay, well, I am going to have to try and take a swing at the skeleton, aren't I?
Okay,
I'll get up first.
Please make a strength test -10. What is your strength?
My strength is 3.
So we turn that into a percentile by timesing it by...
Yeah, I'm just
going to explain it to new people. So we turn that into a percentile by timesing it by 10 for tests. So that is 30 minus the 10 for the fact that you are basically almost knocked out. That's 20. So 20 to try and stand up from your prone position because you're completely fucked. Okay.
Tim, are you sure you want to rethink that? Is there anything else you could do to patch yourself?
That's 33. That's a fail. Even with luck, which you do have that skill luck, which will add 10, that's not going to be enough, sir. So you sort of get up and you almost like manage to get to your feet, and then you just slump down again and sort of smash again into the smash a bit further this way. The very beautiful, comely what's her name? Mary Louise Butterford. Jesus, Neil, why did you pick that name? It was completely irrelevant. I don't know why you did that. All right, so Mary Louise comes over and like sort of holds you. Goes, oh, you brave halfling, you brave gnome, you silly gnome, or something like that. I don't know what people say in comforting moments when they're trying to flirt. I find that very difficult to do. You big, strong, silly gnome. I don't know how Mary Louise talks. I haven't thought this through.
Stay down.
Stay down. Don't get up, you silly fucker. There you go. That's what she says. Don't get up, you silly fucker. And then like sort of moves a bit of your hair from underneath your bandana away. And I don't know. I guess that's a little flirty. But yeah, she's sort of trying to pull you back into the main thing is forget all this acting. And the main thing is that she's trying to pull you back away from the kitchen island, the deadly kitchen, beautifully carved kitchen island, and away from the fight. So she's sort of pulling you back a little bit. Your hands are still on your weapons because you're a gnome, and you know that's the way it goes. But she's sort of pulled you away from immediate danger. Next up, I believe it's the skeletons. So we have more things happening in this room which you don't need to know about. The Vernicas are now sort of doing things. So we have this guy has come over to here and is now engaged in combat, which I'll tell you about in a bit. That is Emmerich. We have Hugo. Oh, this is Emmerich, actually. So Emmerich has now come to the front door, is taking position. This is Hugo. I have no idea who these people are, actually. Jesus. Who's this person? Oh, the Vernica. This is the grandfather. He's gone upstairs. This is Hugo, who's now trying to deal with these skeletons alone. Ziggy is now munching on more cake, and the skeletons are advancing. So these skeletons are now going this way. Advancing to here, I would say. Bum, 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 bum. These two are now slow dancing for no reason other than they like to dance when they're happy.
Oh.
I think it's nice, right? That's not a weird detail, is it?
No, I like it.
Okay.
Skeletons should have, you know...
They should have lives outside of work, right?
Yeah, I feel that they get really sort of, labeled with the sort of
Maligned.
monomania.
Right. Okay. That was really weird. You can say it's weird, Tom. That was just a strange moment. Okay. So
No,
okay. So these skeletons. So this skeleton over here is gonna make a roll. So for anybody that's got like motion sickness, but just hold into your hats. So this skeleton is going to. Well, that's not good. All right. This skeleton. You hear a cry from whoever is in the main room. You sort of hear Hugo swearing quite loudly. So I guess that's Ziggy. And nobody else. That's fine. You hear a cry of one of the humans, like screaming basically profanity at the top of their lungs, and the clash of metal. New round. Okay, Del, it is your turn. You are on the bell tower. You can see all of these peeps over here, these little skeletons. They've got probably another round or two before most of them have crossed this line of sight. So you've got a couple of rounds of fire, I reckon. And you can shoot an arrow around, right?
Yes.
All right.
I would. Well, I mean, I guess, do I see who's like directly in front of me? Maybe who's the closest that I can see that's trying to get into the house?
Well, just so I can give you a better, like my crappy drawing notwithstanding, this thing here, where I'm going to put Emmerich, is the main door to the house. There's a window here, and there's a window where Fleck the dog is. And Emmerich is here. Hugo is you don't know where these people are. There's also a window where this skeleton is here. And you think you can see like some kind of, there's probably a window here which you think you saw earlier. This is like a tool shed stroke like storage area. You don't know what's behind the back, and there's definitely a small window here, and you think there's a door over there. You're pretty sure about that. So your sort of areas of danger, I would say, are here. Let's change the color to help you actually. Throw them a bone, newborn. Why not? Okay, so here, here, probably around here-ish as well. These are like the danger areas. Possibly this side, you're not sure. So the skeletons are going to advance here, and in here. Now we've got some very cute-looking dogs over here. We've got a ratty man in a bathrobe here, and got some drunken gnome here. We think we can hold them off until let's not do that. All right. So I was going to say some probably culturally, Second World War references that don't play very well these days. So let's move back into our game.
I was going to go with Terrence and Phillip.
Oh, that's right. Yes, Philip.
Here. And here.
Operation Get Behind the Vagabonds. It's like, all right, so
I would like to shoot an arrow, please.
yes, shoot the vagabonds. Shoot the vagabonds.
I'm just gonna.
Did I say shoot the vagabonds? I mean shoot the skeletons.
Shoot.
Yeah,
How about
there, Neil?
fuck this skeleton in particular.
This one. All right. So you're going to shoot a fucking this skeleton arrow in this particular direction. Cool. So you're going to roll ballistic skill. What is your ballistic skill, please?
It is 47.
Plus 10 because you're elevated, and plus another 10 because you've been aiming the round before. So that's plus 20, my friend.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. What's your total?
I can't get both of them.
Was that 60 something? 63?
6.
Whoa! Oh, almost a critical. Okay, that's a 9. That's a great hit. Almost a critical. So, folks, anybody new to the game, 01 to 05 is a critical hit. A natural 20, basically in D&D. 96 to 100 is a critical failure. You do not want to give me an excuse with one of those things. I'm just saying. So that is not a critical, but it's a very good hit. So roll your D6. Straight D6 plus 3, I believe, for a blow. Effective strength. That's 4. That's 7 points of damage. Very cool. So this skeleton sort of is tottering forwards. You manage to go, and you hit it. It doesn't kill it. Doesn't put it down. But it literally goes through its body and smashes like half its of the rib cage and goes into like the femur and breaks a bit of the leg. So it carries on without flinching because obviously they don't feel pain. But it's now sort of reduced movement. So it's sort of hopping along basically.
Can I ask you just a mechanical question? It's like they're piercing with arrows. Like, could I get 2 in one? Like piercing? I don't know.
Not really. I mean, the thing about these things, they're magically induced skeletons. So you're kind of hitting them and you're breaking their bones, but you're also sort of hitting the power that feeds it in a way. And that's a little abstract, but unlike D&D where you have slashing and piercing, which do different things, and blunting and all that kind of stuff, they do different things. Whereas in this world, it's kind of like you whittle away at like non-important damage, which is wounds, until you make a single strike that actually will kill them outright, which is what critical damage is. So wounds are like bruises or near miss or chips. You're basically just like starting to fight with them. But the second that you make a critical hit, it's like somebody just stabs you, which is what the real world is kind of like. Do you know what I mean? As opposed to D&D where you can have like 100 hit points and the dragon just cooked you with fire and you're still standing there going, totally took it. Do you know, which is kind of bollocks, really, in a way. So this is more realistic in that way. So yes, you've done some damage, but it's still standing. You're welcome. Who's up next, folks?
Ziggy. Well, the skeletons, maybe? Or have you done that?
I've done them. I think it's Ziggy. So Emmerich is on this side.
Ziggy has got round.
move Ziggy.
He's got 2 attacks, hasn't he?
He's got 2 attacks and a loaded wrist crossbow like the Mandalorian. So you can move him now if you want.
Shall we? I mean, Who is this guy here? Remind me with the axe. Is that one of the?
This is the older brother, Emmerich, who's actually got a 2-handed greatsword, and has drawn it. And
Is there a window that he can fire out of Ziggy?
No, he's actually firing out the open door because these 2 windows are intact.
Oh, that door is open, so we've got like a chat.
Yeah, you can shoot the same thing that Blue just shot if you want.
Let's do that. Let's try and take at least one of these many skeletons out.
So when you get to Valhalla, you can say, "I took a skeleton out, and that was about it." I took one out. All right. So somebody roll his Blizzard skill. Has anybody got his?
Not me, because Blue, do you want to roll? Because my rolls are terrible.
Do you have your character? Wait, question. Do you all have your character? Anybody have his character sheet? You don't have
not in front of me.
All right, I'll just do busy work.
But I can tell you that his bow skill was 99.
That's bullshit. I'm gonna call bullshit on that. That's a bullshit. That's bullshit. I'm gonna scan our WhatsApp chat and find his fucking sheet because none of you write it down ever, and I guess I should start writing it down. That's fine. You know what? It's my fault.
We're not Ziggy.
It's my fault. It's not you. It's me. It's not you. It's me.
I can manage myself.
It's not you. It's me. I have standards. Okay, so he's going to have +10 on his Blizzard skill, which is. 40.
I say we split the difference and blame it on Dr. Steve.
Let's blame it on Steve. All right, so
he's not here.
He can't defend himself. It's fine. So he has Blizzard skill of 40 +10, so that's 50. So whoever's rolling for him has a 50-50 chance.
I'm just rolling a 6, right?
What?
I'm rolling a 6.
No, 2d10.
2d10. 2d10. Yeah. So these 2 units and 10s here. Here we go. Hit it. That is a 53. Oh, so close. All right. So he sort of shoots.
Doesn't Steve have luck?
He does not have luck. I'm just going to check his actual character sheet.
He does not, does he?
He doesn't. No. It was the only thing that made him less cool than you lot was he didn't have luck. So he sort of shoots.
Yeah, the only thing.
Yeah. He goes, "Now watch this. Hey, everybody look in my direction right now." And he shoots, and the arrow, literally, as the arrow gets to the skeleton does like a Matrix Neo style.
What?
And the skeleton just goes. He doesn't, but it's the only way I can justify this because it makes Ziggy look really stupid.
So it just passes harmlessly through his ribcage.
Basically, just goes straight through him, and you hear Ziggy go, "Scheisse," and then he starts winding up, and he starts winding up his wrist crossbow again. So that is a wasted bolt. And he does.
And everyone saw that because everyone sees it when he fucks up, and everything.
Yeah, he's done so many cool things, and not a single one of you have actually ever seen it, have you? There's always something. Yeah. There's always something busying you to miss.
And yet we always even I'm fighting a skeleton right now, and I've just looked through the open kitchen door and seen them do that, and I'm just like, "You twat!"
Yeah, you hold up a hand to the skeleton who stops and goes, and you go, "Ziggy," and he goes, "Oh," and then both you and the skeleton look round, and then both of you look at each other, shrug and laugh, and then you go back out and fight.
What an idiot!
What a dick! And then carry on fighting. All right, so that's Ziggy's go. Ratty, it's now your go, sir.
I'm gonna have to take another swing at this skeleton, unfortunately, because
you got it on the ropes, champ.
We're right.
It's personal this time.
I have no magic at the moment.
Personal. Okay.
Come on, not 90. That dice didn't roll.
Where is it? Where are you? 97? Is that 97?
But that dice didn't flip at all. I
don't know. It wasn't on 90 before I left. I'm just saying.
No, it did roll that, but that dice didn't flip at all.
Is that a critical? That's a critical failure.
Neil, are these dice weighted?
They're not weighted. Okay, here's a question. I didn't see it. Chat, did you see it? Probably didn't see it because it was on my screen. Did this thing lift up like that and then drop?
It went up, but it didn't flip at all. It just.
I'm
just
going to
went up
rule
and then
that
straight
because it's
down.
funny, Tom. I'm going to rule it's a critical failure. No, I'm not going to. You know what? I didn't see it, and fair enough. If it didn't roll properly, fair enough.
We get a high percentage of critical failures in this game. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, roll it again. I'm going to throw you a bone because I didn't see it, and
In that kitchen alone, Jesus.
All right, I'll accept this. But look, well, let's watch this dice. I want to see if
Kitchen
it
of
flips.
death.
It flipped this time. All right, that's acceptable.
That's a critical success.
Holy crap!
Oh!
Oh, I don't know how I feel about this, Tom. You went from a critical failure, which I really enjoyed, to a critical success. I'm not entirely sure about this, man.
Taxis.
Look, that's the only time I'm ever going to roll a 1.
All right, I'll give. This is the
And
best.
I've rolled
Okay,
so many critical failures in
all
this
right.
game.
This is
it's
the
real.
best success you could possibly get. I'm going to basically take over after Tom's initial hit. So you're going to get to roll 2d6. It's double the damage. So 1d6 plus your strength for the hit, double the damage, and then I'm going to tell you what happens after that. So.
All right.
Critical success, you fucker. Oh, good.
What?
You won. This is appropriate.
What is? I hate these dice so much.
What's your strength?
Still
4.
4. So that's 5. That's 10 points of damage, which is still respectable. The lowest you could possibly get on a critical. That's doubled. Okay. So what happens is you basically take a massive swing at this thing, and just at the last minute, Ziggy goes, "Hey, everybody, look at me!" Because the round happens simultaneously, and it actually distracts you enough so that you take all the power out of the hit. You get really lucky and just clip the head. And the head does one of those cartoon and just spins round and flies off. And then the head hits the skeleton's head at the back, this one here, and both the heads go like clang, 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 and smash against each other, and both skeletons drop to the ground. And the door just like very slowly slams shut, and then the latch on it just drops. Because this is what happens on a 0-1, folks. I don't like it, nobody else likes it, but the dice was rolled. I have to deal with it. So the door is shut, these 2 skeletons have been taken out, and fuck you, Tom.
Well, fuck you and your weighted dice. That's all I'm saying.
So that's your round over. Bondo, it's now your turn. You're still pretty fucked up. You know that you have taken... You can feel sort of like you put your head to your bandana, and the bandana is like almost soaked with the blood from the back of your head. You don't think you're bleeding out or anything, but you are not in a good place right now. What do you want to do, Bondo?
stop leaking cerebral fluid.
Well, we all want to do that, Bondo, but you know, sometimes we just have to suck it up, don't we, sir?
Oof, that tastes disgusting. Anyway, okay,
very good.
Salty.
Salty.
Right, let's have a look. Lymphy. Right.
What do you want to do, man? I tell you what.
What can I do in this situation?
Why don't you have a think? I'm gonna get a drink. I'll be right back. Because this is gonna take some time.
Jim, have you got any ways of healing yourself?
I'm not sure if I don't think I have any first aid kits left because we haven't had any downtime.
Hi.
Yeah, I know.
What happened?
We're just discussing whether Bondo's got any
Do I have
ways of
first
healing.
aid kits? No, because we had a chance to make any more since.
No, you can't make. I don't think you can really make one on the fly. You could theoretically. You have heal wounds. You could theoretically try and field medic yourself on a successful dex check. I will say that.
Oh, this should be fun. My dexterity is not spectacular.
I just snorted
Oh no,
my
it is
drink.
actually. It's 40.
Okay.
And Neil chokes on something non-rice cake. Mate.
Yeah, it was liquid.
Right.
Okay. So you want
drowned in
do
my tea.
you want to try this,
Right.
man?
Yeah, sod it.
It's a straight dex check.
let's
You have a minus because you are fucked. So you do it to yourself. So it's minus 10. So dex check minus 10, sir.
So that's, I got to get 30 or under.
Yep. Oh, so fucking close. Sorry, dude. Okay, so you sort of like basically pat yourself in the head. You punch yourself in the face. You honk your nose like that, just to see if that'll do anything. And you still feel pretty fucking shit. And then you realise that you're groggy because you've just punched and slapped yourself in the face and it's done fuck all. And you thought that was a good idea. So you're still pretty out of it, man. You're awake.
Jim, don't you have luck?
That's not going to cut it. He rolled like an 85.
You
or
have luck,
something.
but 85.
Oh, you rolled 85. Oh,
I
all right.
look at
Forget
that
it.
dice
Sorry,
and
I
go,
thought
nah.
I thought Neil.
No.
That's
Okay,
luck of
no.
the
I'm
goal.
only going to bend reason, time, and logic for you once, vagabonds, and Tom had that. So, all right. So Bondo, you're still pretty far out of it. However, you do notice that the door has been slammed closed, and the two skeletons are no longer like existing, which is always a good look. Okay, so the skeletons are now marching forward. Like to hear. You hear Emmerich sort of shout out
Dell's
something.
got a second attack, isn't she?
Who? Not with a bow.
Dell's
Only
got to
applies to
attack.
melee weapons.
Ah.
Okay, so anybody, so Ratty, one thing that is, I guess, the positive out the negatives, you do notice that these two slow dancing skeletons are now doing what looks like some kind of tango, and it's very good,
Cool. All right.
if that helps.
I like those guys. I don't want to finish these ones. They seem like they're living their best undead life. You know, they're just
Okay,
doing their thing.
all right, cool. This also could basically be your imagination. You don't generally know.
Oh dear.
right.
It was the mushrooms that we took on the way over to the farm.
Possibly was the mushrooms.
Finally just kicking
in. All right, so we've got Hugo, who's now fighting for his life. Well, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. Okay, so that's not good. All right, so you all hear a scream from the other side of the family of the farmhouse, and I guess none of you see this actually, so you don't really know what's going on. But you hear this scream, and then you hear this Hugo, watch out, like that, and you hear this like that. Something's happened inside of the farmhouse, yet you do not know, I guess. Maybe Ratty could in the next round, I guess. But yeah, you don't know what's happened, but you hear that from screamed inside. Dell, you have acute hearing, I believe, or you basically just got big ears, so you're fine. You hear that as well. You hear Hugo's name being screamed and like that from inside the farmhouse. Does
the family not get around, by the way, for fighting? Or
they've been doing stuff, but none of you know what's going on in there.
Okay, got it.
So it's like one of those things that you'll discover when you actually look. And
Only Ziggy knows.
Only Ziggy knows,
and
he's not saying anything because he's a dick. So next up is Blue. Actually, Blue, what you can do?
So the skeleton that I was shooting at is down.
No, you heard Ziggy going, "Look at me, everybody! Look at what I'm doing!" And then you looked and you saw him completely miss. Like it was one of like a one shot.
Yeah, you got it. I didn't know if it just stumbled and crumbled anyway.
No, man, it was like one of those one shot. Like you couldn't actually aim and do the shot he did. Like the arrow passed through every single bone in the skeleton's body, like perfectly. Like
of course it did.
Of course, like
threaded the needle.
Threaded the fucking needle in the worst way possible. That's what happened. So what do you want to do, Blue?
I'll still shoot at that same dude.
All right.
Same skeleton.
Okay, so roll your dice and tell us what's going on. Tom, I think you've got earphones in, man, because I can hear myself back, brother.
Huh?
16. Nice.
No way.
16, that's a hit. That's a palpable hit, so roll your d6. That's a 2, that's a 5. This thing is on its last leg, so I'm going to say that's going to take it down. So you basically sort of do the elfish equivalent of rolling your eyes, which is rolling your eyes. You sort of shoot unerringly. The arrow goes straight through its spine, and this thing just crumbles down to the floor. And then from inside the farmhouse, you see, it was just a delayed reaction.
Okay.
That thing's out of there. Okay, I guess moving on. Emmerich is now closing the door. He goes, nice shot, Herr Kaufmann, and just closes the door, and you hear this like as the thing gets bolted, and then he runs over to something. You hear this running going on. Ratty, it's now your go, sir. Oh no, it's Ziggy's go, isn't it? Okay, so Ziggy,
Ziggy's go.
Ziggy, you see Ziggy move off. He starts glancing over to this side. He's now moving off for some reason. Ratty, what do you want to do? You are still in the kitchen right now. Was that so exciting that you just left, Tom? Hello?
Hello?
Tom?
I'm here. Tom's not.
I think Tom just bailed.
Tom.
This is too exciting, man. I'm out of here. All right, fuck it. Okay, we're gonna skip. I guess we have to skip Tom because Tom's lost to us right now.
I think he was maybe trying to fix his audio because he said you could hear bounce back.
Oh, possibly. Okay,
And
so when
maybe
hopefully
it's
Tom
fine.
will jump back in dramatically and scare all of us. A jump scare, why not? So Bondo, it's your go. Jim, it's your go now.
Right.
Hang on.
Really a lot I can do.
Tom, are you back with us? We lost you
hear-
there for a while.
Sorry, I'm trying to get my headphones to work.
Oh, sure. Yeah, no worries. Okay, so it's your go, sir. You're in the kitchen with the Bondo with the pipe. Sorry.
So Bondo's still like lying there, kind of basically looking badly. I need some magic juice, and I'm not sure where my reserves are. I need to.
You gonna squeeze that ferret?
Well, I need to know. I'm not sure. Hang on. I need to refer to Gary the Brain. Unfortunately.
You're really gonna unleash Gary the Brain in this situation. All right. So anybody that's new, Ziggy has a problematic relationship with his brain. His brain. Sorry. Ratty has a problematic relationship with his brain, which we found out has actually got a separate name to Ratty. It's not Ratty's brain. It's Gary. And Ratty calls on Gary in times of last throw desperation.
Trying to figure stuff out.
Figure stuff out, basically. All right,
Yeah.
so you're going to go do your thing. So basically you have that manga time warp, like...
Yeah.
And the whole world slows down, so you can see like a butterfly's wings flapping incredibly slowly and stuff like that.
Yeah.
All right, so...
Yeah.
Okay, take it away, dude.
Gary, are you there?
I know. I never knew them. I'm awake. What? I'm not sleeping.
Oh, are you with me, Gary? Are you?
Hello? Who's that? Who's that then? Hello? I can't see. What? Who's that? Is it milkman? I didn't ask for any milk. Not today.
You're in my head. Remember, you're in my head.
Oh yeah. I'm a brain.
Yeah. You give me.
I'm a brain. I'm your brain. I mean, you're my
That's
body.
right. We're getting there.
All right, nice one. Okay,
getting
lovely.
there,
Good stuff.
Gary.
Nice to speak to you. Lovely. Thanks for that. Okay, brilliant.
I'm so glad you're awake now.
Cool. Is that everything? Is that all you need? You just wanted to establish who's the brain in his body?
We've got a little issue, right?
Oh, have you?
Several issues.
Sorry to hear that. Sorry.
Yeah.
By the way,
Gary,
my brain, Gary, the brain is based on my dad. Just FYI, anybody that's new, this is my dad. How my dad talks. All right, sorry, Tom.
Yeah. This is actually how Neil's dad sounds.
It really is.
This is a very good impression of Neil's dad. So Gary,
Yes.
big problem is we got a lot of skeletons outside.
Oh, big
right?
problem. No, I tend to do well and best in medium problems. Middle to light is what I prefer.
All right. Well, look. Just to boil it down, I am out of magic. Right. I run out of juice.
All right, that's not
Can you
good.
remember
That's not good
I
at all.
got-
You're a bit fucked, really, aren't you?
Have I got any backup supplies of juice?
Ooh, tough question. Do you mind if I ask somebody else? I don't really feel
really, I have
comfortable.
to-
There's a lot of pressure. I've just woken
I have
up.
to refer to you because you keep you've got my memory banks.
Oh, have I? Did you give them to me? Did you?
Yeah.
You-
My memory
I
is in you.
thought you took them last time. I thought you said that it was probably best off if you just.
If
Have
you
I
could-
got them? Really?
Imagine it's like a big library and you just need to take a book out.
Ratty, I got to say this, mate, and I love you, but that was a terrible idea. That was
Well-
that was appalling idea. You shouldn't have done that.
Can you just please maybe have a think about
All right.
where my
Okay, well, I'm not dressed, so you're gonna give me a minute. I'm gonna get dressed and I'll have a look in the library. All right.
Please get dressed.
And
Gary.
you know what? Fuck it. I'm the only person here. I'll just be naked. It's my library, isn't it?
It
I
is
mean,
your
you don't
library,
mind.
Gary. You can go naked.
You don't mind, do you? I'll be. It's freeing, isn't it? It's fresh.
I mean, now I'm having to deal with the image of Neil's dad wandering around a library naked.
So-
That was
So you hear this like a little
troubling.
as you think your brain goes into its memory library, and after what seems like an eternity, it comes back and goes, "Oh, Ratty, fuck it, you never get. Hello, are you still there?
I'm here. I'm here.
Spot of luck. That ferret, it's got the one that eats magic for some pointless reason, like a terrible plot hole. Anyway, that ferret, that ferret's got something in its tummy. You might want to rub it. I mean, don't rub the ferret. That's weird. And also, you should buy it a drink first.
Gary.
You should,
I'm rubbing
you should
the-
really self-care and all that. just buy it a drink and then rub its tummy and maybe it'll give you something. But it's definitely that ferret.
Amazing. Well, that's all I needed to know. Cheers, mate.
You know, I can't remember what it does. Could be the apocalypse. Could be just something nothing. You know, I mean, I can't remember. But it definitely has something in its tummy that you put there.
I'm so happy that I talked to you, Gary. Thanks for going for a naked wander in your library.
My pleasure. My pleasure. What was your name again?
Rattigan.
Oh, you're Ratty. All right, I couldn't remember. You're Ratty, Ziggy, the other one, the elf. Okay, good. Well, listen, I'm gonna. You don't mind if I just go back to sleep now, do you? I'm gonna go back to sleep.
No, off you go.
Great talking to you. Great. Thanks for calling.
I enjoyed
Congratulations, and good luck with the whole.
Have you got the telly on in there?
I might have the telly on. I just want to watch this thing. Is that all right? I'm just gonna. You carry on doing what you do. I'm just gonna go. All right. Bye. Lovely to speak to you.
Bye then.
Bye.
All right. So, do I still have time? Do I still have time?
This is not therapy, Tom. It's just a bit. I promise you, it's not therapy. If I ever come out and say, "Ratty, I love you," and I'm sorry,
I
just
feel
ignore me.
I feel that there is a therapy element going on here. Yeah, like, do I have time to do something now, or was that the end of my round?
No, you definitely have. Because the thing is with Gary the Brain, because it's like
that
instantaneous.
was like instantaneous.
It's like manga slow time, instantaneous. You saw the whole world blurs out. It's basically very magical in a stupid crap way. So no time has passed. It's been instantaneous, as fast as you can think. Basically, do you know what I mean?
Cool. So I am gonna get out. I'm guessing he's talking about my ferret, Noodle.
Yeah, it's Noodle, isn't it? Yeah, it's Noodle.
Yeah, and I'm gonna give him a little tickle. A little tickle on the tummy.
She responds. She sort of squeaks like that, and you sort of get a sense that there's definitely something still in her, and that you can access it like at a command. But there's something. It feels very much. You reach out to her like with your senses, and it feels very much like she has a bit of pain in her tummy, and that actually sort of the pain is sort of swirling around, like swirling and gushing. And you weren't aware of it before, but it feels like very much like if you take it out, it's going to be kind of like a swirling feeling.
That's not good. Okay, well, I guess I hold the ferret in my palm and I sort of focus on it and I, like go cross-eyed a bit and...
Yeah.
Come on, Noodle, give me the juice.
Okay. All right, so you're going to activate it?
Yes.
But where are you going to activate it at? Because it's when you activate it, it works straight away. You can't hold on to it. Just FYI. By the way, you do know this.
I'm going to point it at... Oh, God. I need Gary back. I can't remember which.
All right, do you want to talk to Gary again?
Yeah, quickly.
Right.
Gary, quickly. Gary. Yeah, oi, Gary.
No, like
Gary.
Tom, looks like you've used up your Gary sessions for the adventure.
Oh no.
Yeah, you're a bit
Shit.
fucked, mate.
All right, I'm gonna have to point it at me then. No, I'm gonna point it at Bondo.
You're pointing it at Bondo?
No, I'm pointing it at me.
You're pointing it at you? Okay, you can do that if you want.
Oh God. I'm gonna point it at me. Yes, I've decided.
Okay, are you sure?
No.
Dude, okay,
pointing at
so
Bondo.
everybody in the audience, this was based on something that happened quite some time ago. However, I thought my description was pretty fair. So anyway, we're pointing it at Tom. Tom, you're going to activate
Pointing
it?
at Bondo.
Okay, you point it at Bondo and the fair Mary Louise. Okay, so are you gonna activate it?
Yeah, a little tickle, tickle
what
on
are
the
you
back of the ferret.
What are you gonna say before you activate it?
I'm gonna say, Noodle, do your shit.
Okay,
like that.
You say Noodle, do your shit, and then you fire out this blast. You turn Noodle around, and you just like She opens her mouth, and she just like kind of like vomit gestates this spell, which is like this hugely powerful wind that just blows straight across the kitchen and slams both Mary Louise Butterford and also Bondo straight into the wall. Bondo, please take D6 points of damage. You can minus your toughness, but you can't.
The healing spell.
No, it's Wind Blast, dude. You've used all your healing spells up.
Oh no!
Okay, so roll d6, please. In fact, I'm going to roll d6, Jim, actually, because let's face it.
You.
Okay.
In fact, actually, no, Tom, you have to roll d6. This is your spell.
This is my.
This is a wind blast spell, and they're smashing straight into like a heavy object. So I'm pretty sure this is going to take.
Jim,
damage.
I'm so sorry.
So
That was.
take d6, and Jim, this may be Hungry Neil feeding fate point time. Sorry, mate.
Oh my god.
Roll it, roll it, Tom. That's a 6. That's a critical.
That's not rolling.
That's a 6. Please roll that again. That's an instant critical, Tom. So roll it again, please. That's a 6 is a critical, folks. 6 out of 6. That's 7 points of damage plus that's plus 4. That's 11 points of damage on Jim. Jim, what is your toughness and armor, please?
My toughness is 4.
Okay.
And I have a
Kill
helmet.
Bond.
7. That's 6. So you're on -7 now. I'm pretty sure that you're going to have to spend. There it is. There's the fate point, folks. Feed Sad Neil the fate point to avoid taking that hit. Make it
Bond, I'm
there it
so
goes.
sorry.
All right, so folks, Bondo just spent a fate point. These are like extra lives. So anybody who doesn't familiar with the rules, if you go to a critical that you cannot recover, at -7 you can't. Everything is death, basically. So basically what it does, it's like the Indiana Jones moment when he rolls underneath the stone slab that's falling down. He just reaches for his hat and makes it out alive, dusted and bruised. It basically allows you to avoid like dying. So I'm going to put you back onto, let's say 1 wound, because I'm going to throw you a bone here, sir. So basically it smashes you back into the wall, Jim. Mary Louise also gets smashed back and she goes unconscious and collapses to the floor. But what it does do, Jim, is it pisses you off so much, by sheer will, you sort of snap out of your punch drunkenness and you land on your feet after the spell ends and just stare fuming at Ratty, who's just staring at you like, oh no! And his little ferret's open mouth just goes, and his ferret scampers back into his bathrobe.
Oh
Wow.
my god, I've completely forgotten
Nice.
that.
TK
Wind
Tom.
blast.
TK Tom. Nice one. Team kill. You can't see it right now because we're not on camera, but I'm smiling so much that my cheeks hurt.
Such a bastard.
Nice.
All right.
Thank you very much.
So back in the action. You hear sounds of metal on metal smashing. Emmerich is screaming out some commands. Ziggy is also screaming back some stuff. They're using jargon you don't really understand. You hear wood splintering from the room next door to you, and barking and growling, and a door slamming and being bolted. It is now Bondo's go, I guess. So Bondo, it's your turn.
I'm so sorry. I'm mortified.
Right.
That couldn't have gone better,
I-
Tom. That couldn't have gone better.
Well,
To you bastard.
I generally thought you remember which spell it was. It was amazing.
right. I'm going to check on Marie Jobby Butterford.
Mary Louise,
Because
yeah.
clearly she's just been slammed into the wall by a scruffy-looking apeth.
Yeah, she's
Right.
completely knocked out. Like she's got a little bit of like a tiny bit of blood on the temple. She's still breathing. You can tell that pretty easy. You've got heel wounds, you can tell basic things like that. She's still breathing, but she's definitely out for the count. Or having said that, this room is, I would say, as secure as it could be at the moment. And she's not in any immediate danger, I would say.
Right. I think we need to push the really rather lovely kitchen island up against this wall. Who's got the brown hand? Can that go?
Hang on.
Yep. So you're gonna sort of
No,
like
I
cover
was
her,
thinking-
like cover like surround her with the kitchen island, so nothing can
Yeah,
grab her.
basically barricade her in the corner.
Okay.
Prop her up so she's sat in the corner and put that across.
Okay, well, you're gonna take you a full turn, but you can basically like prop her into that corner, and so nothing can get at her. Kind of like that 28 days later thing, right? So this thing's gonna be like this, basically,
Yeah.
like that. Okay. Ratty is still looking at you like he doesn't know what to say. Your body really fucking hurts. Like you felt like you. Oh, by the way, that reminds me, you've just had another critical, which makes 3 criticals that we haven't rolled to see whether you get insanity points. That's 3.
Ah.
In a row that we
Fun.
haven't rolled. Okay, so folks, every time that these guys see demons or skeletons or have really fucked up experiences like terror, or if they take a critical like a near-death experience, they get a thing called insanity points. They have a save, which is cool, which they have as a percentile, and if they don't roll under the cool, they get an insanity point. When you get 6 insanity points, there is a risk that you'll develop an insanity, which you have to sort of role play into your character. So you have 3 insanities, none of which we've rolled yet for. So why don't we do 3 points of insanity, cool testing. What is your cool, Jim?
My cool is
I totally forgot about that. Thank you.
CL of 31.
31. So you're going to have to hit 31 3 times, or each time you fail, you get an insanity point. So how many insanity points do you have currently?
I don't believe I have any at the moment.
All right, so let's hope for 3. All right, good. So roll your...
That's changed, clearly.
Clearly that's changed. Roll your dice. First one up is 7. That's a big fail. That's 1. Okay, that's 1 insanity point. That is 2 insanity points. Let's roll for the last one. Hey-yo! 38. Ooh.
Oh!
What's your cool again?
With luck.
Oh, you
With
want to use
luck.
your
With
luck?
luck,
You want to use
31.
your luck? You can use your
Yeah.
luck if you want. All right.
I do.
Okay, you use your luck. Your luck holds just about. Please take 2 insanity points. So if you, when you get another 4, we'll be looking at things that will drive you mad. All right, cool. All right, so that is
Jibber jibber twitch.
jibber
Yeah.
jibber twitch. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so that's you done. What's your? So you've just done that. You moved it across. Cool. New round. The skeletons are now at the edge of the line of fire. Blue. Just FYI.
Oh no, I have one already, so I now have
Okay.
3 insanity.
You got 3 insanity. I thought you had 1. Yeah, that makes sense. Ratty, you notice that the 2 dancing skeletons are now slowly waltzing towards the farmhouse. So they're still full of
I
purpose.
can hear the
but
blue
they're-
Danube.
But like Gloria Estevez said, eventually the rhythm is going to get you, Tom, and that's what's happening to these skeletons. So these skeletons are crossing this sort of line of fire. You hear some other fights and some other things being like things being exploded in bone terms. And Ziggy is going, "I'm having a wonderful time. Look at me. Why is nobody looking at me?" And it's just sort of clashing and smashing. It is now Blue's go. Blue, you are up. What are you up to?
Oh Lord. So okay. I guess since I'm still up here, I still
Last
have
chance,
like
mate.
I can still see like
You can
These
see all of
guys.
these skeletons that haven't crossed the line. Anything that's standing on the line right now,
Okay.
you can't see them.
I mean, one less skeleton is one less skeleton,
Right.
so I don't know what else to do other than fire. I've been keeping track. I have 19 arrows left.
Okay.
So I feel comfortable. Can I recollect my arrows or do they break?
You can totally try and find them after the battle, and some of them
Okay,
will be
I'll
okay.
worry about that afterwards.
Don't worry about it. later. Yeah.
All right. I'll probably get the one nearest the door.
Okay. Yeah,
So maybe
that's a
this guy
fresh
here?
skeleton. Fresh
Yep.
out the oven skeleton.
Were there other ones that had taken damage? Not outside,
Not
right?
outside, though. But you get plus
Okay.
10 to ballistic skill because you are elevated, so you can do that. That's fine.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, hit it. Bam. 29. That's a 25. That's a big hit. So roll your d6. No damage modifier, just a straight d6 roll. That is very close to a critical. 5 plus 3. That's 8. That is going to dispatch a skeleton of your choice, Blue. Step right up. Take out the skeleton of your choice.
I'm gonna take out the one. Who's the one closest to the door? I guess this guy.
This guy here, I'd say, yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that guy out.
Bam! Out of
Fuck that guy.
existence. That is my power, Blue. That is how powerful I am as a god. All right.
Oh yeah.
So you vaporize with an arrow this thing, and you hear from inside the thing, "That was a lucky shot!" from Ziggy, who apparently felt that arrow. All right, so that is your one attack. You can move if you want. I'm going to allow you to. So you can. And let me show you. Let me show you what you're on. So this is like, that's basically. If you can look over here, this is basically like the ground floor roof. This thing here, and this is the first floor roof. And you're on like the second floor equivalent on top of the bell tower. So you can sort of slide down to this point, I would say, and shoot over the lip. I will allow that. That's cool. That makes sense. You'll be along this side.
Yeah.
You can do
I'll
that
do
at some
that.
point if you wish.
Okay. Yeah.
Just FYI. All right. Next up is Ziggy. Ziggy is still doing some stuff, which I'm not going to tell you about. So he's like getting on. He's being captain. He's definitely being Captain Empire. Cool. All right, so he is now fighting. You hear this? Oh my god, I can't believe you all missed this. That was so sweet. Okay, he carries on fighting. Next up is Ratty. What are you going to do, Ratty? And by the way, can you make a guilt test?
What's a guilt? You just
I
invented
invented that. I did make that up. That's complete bullshit. Yeah, it doesn't exist.
I am
guilt test.
absolutely right. And so the main thing I'm doing is just blathering apologies to Bondo. Bondo, I'm so sorry. I thought it was going to heal you. I thought that was a healing spell. I really I didn't think it was going to blast you against the wall.
Tom,
I'm so
can
sorry.
I just say something? It's taken me this is like 10 episodes since I last had a fate point. It took you 1 episode to do that. It took me like 10 and I still hadn't accomplished another fate point. Bravo, sir. Bravo.
Don't do that, you scumbag.
Carry on, Tom.
Just
As you were.
doing. Oh, it's like thank you for doing my job for me, Vatican. Thank you very much.
Basically.
Smiling
Yeah.
assassin.
I really think we got to get out of this kitchen. You know, I'm not sure it's a good idea to be holed up in it.
Free actions are talking, folks. You can talk and shout and scream, and that's totally free action. So.
My other issue is I'm still out of magic points because I thought that charge in the ferret was either going to be magic points for me or a healing spell for Bondo.
That's why we
So did
write
I.
things. Tom, this is a good example of why role players write shit down.
It's true. I know.
You're a bad man. You're a bad man. Anyway.
I'm going to shout to Bondo.
Okay.
Bondo, I think we got to get her out of here. And I'm going to go over to. Is there a room to maneuver her out of the door and into this main room?
Yeah, Jim, can you just move your paw a little bit there? You can, yeah. This basically this kitchen trolley is just acting as a mini blockade, barricade. So it doesn't really do anything. It just stops. A skeleton would probably not have the wherewithal to move around it. Basically, they'll just keep like trying to walk through it. Basically, so you can move it very easily.
Back over it because presumably it's not that high. Like
No, but it's she's quite short, so factor that.
yeah,
in.
so she's lying on the floor, so she'd be protected
Tiny,
by it.
yeah.
But still, I think we should get out. I think it's always a bad idea in a zombie or / skeleton situation to get pinned down in a room. I just
The door to the outside here is definitely being like smacked upon, and you can see the skeletons. These skeletons, dancing skeletons, and not non-dancing skeletons, pedestrian skeletons, are moving this way. So they're definitely trying to find a port of entrance. In fact, the dancing skeletons have gone from the waltz to like a light polka, and they're definitely looking more agitated than they were earlier.
Right, I'm going to yell to Bondo. I reckon we got to get out of here and block this room off. You know, I think the more rooms we put between us and the skeletons, the better. So, is there anything? Is this door very protected at the moment, or
No, it's just a door that's been latched, so it's being slammed against.
It's latched, isn't it?
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna. All right. So if you've got an idea, Bondo, yell it back at me, man. Because
Well, I know 2 things, Ratty. 1, you owe me a drink. 2, let's barricade this room and get out of here.
yes,
Fair enough.
exactly. I like those. I like that idea. I tell you what. Why don't? All right. So are we gonna shove this thing up against that door?
Tom, move your hand a second, sir. Let's see it. Yeah,
That's not my hand.
So you're going to shove this thing and move it around to this way. Yeah, you don't
Yeah,
need a
put it
strength
here.
test because if there's 2 of you lugging it around, you can just move it. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Tip it over so it's not on wheels.
Yeah, sure.
So it
So
won't
you
move
tip it over and
after
basically
that.
just wedge it against this door here.
Yeah.
And then you hear the fair Butterford sort of comes to and goes, "Oh dear, I've entered." Shall I make a sound, Margaret Rutherford? She's going to sound like Margaret Rutherford. Oh dear, I fell over. There you go. Sexy Margaret Rutherford. There you go. Sorry, Jim. That's where we're at.
Right.
Okay, so she sort of comes to and goes, "Oh dear, I fell over." Like that. And sort of comes to, she's holding her pot still. She puts her pot back on her head. Goes, "Well, this is a turn up for the books and no mistake," and sort of like totters off around the corner out into the main hallway.
I thought she was like a saucy, sexy one, and you've turned her into like an
Margaret
old
Rutherford.
dame.
That's just punishment, because why not? No. I don't know how she talks. I can't really do a sexy, sassy halfling. So I just turned into Margaret Rutherford. Sorry, Jim. Let's just use my voice and pretend she's super sexy and sassy. How about that? Why she gotta be sexy, Tom? I mean, she could just be like nice.
I thought that's how you described her, like as a sort of gorgeous sort of. Well, not necessarily sexy,
I didn't
but
say
like
sexy. That's true. She was beautiful.
I'm pretty sure you made out that she was really hot, and now you've given her like an old English dame voice.
I have. You know what? I regret Margaret Rutherford. That was a bad idea on my part. I'll give her a Brian Blessed voice. Oh, what?
No, just no.
The fair
no.
Mary Louise Rutherford. Yeah, we'll do that.
Alive.
Alive. Gordon's alive.
You bloody twat!
Like that. That's how she talks. All right. No, she talks like in a nice. She's got a great accent. She's got very, very dark skin, very dusky, very beautiful, very comely, and all that jazz. And is, wields a mean saucepan. I feel we're getting bogged down in this detail. Why don't you say she just buggers off into the main room and leaves you to your own devices?
That's good. That's good.
Cool.
All right, great.
Cool.
Yeah, we can work on that. Yeah.
All right. What's going on?
I think that's the end of my round then.
Yep.
If that's the action, we've barricaded that door.
I would say Bondo, that's your action gone as well. So
enough.
you hear a smash as the first skeleton sort of cross the firing line and are now smashing their way through the windows. There's one charging sort of over here. These are now smashing into these windows. These have disappeared from view. You don't know what's going on with them. You hear another cry from Ziggy. Like, ugh, mein Gott, meine Gott, and all that stuff from the other room. The dancing zombies bow to each other. Sorry, zombies, I said skeletons. So dancing skeletons bow to each other and start moving towards, one moves to the open window, the other one moves to the door over here and disappears from everybody's view. It is now Blue's turn. Blue, what is up? You can only see from your position right now 1 or 2 skeletons.
Okay, if I were to shout, could they hear me?
Yeah, I reckon if you shout loud enough, I think so. Yeah, I think it's fair enough.
Can I just shout, so how's it going over there? How's it going?
What's on the
I
river?
want to know if I should come down.
Okay, right, okay. So you're just basically passively finding out whether you can stay a coward. Got it. The Vagabond Way, by the way.
I'm not a coward. I'm up here getting shit done, man. I've taken 2 out. Come on.
Okay. So you should. Are you doing anything particularly? You won't be able to get a response in your round. It'll be like their turn, basically.
Okay. I would like to. Well, okay. I'll do. Okay, so if I move, like you said,
You
to
can
the
like power
ledge.
slide really coolly in a manga-esque way
Yeah.
down to like the lip of the building here. So you're like basically
Yeah.
above where the dog is, and you can
Okay.
now you can see. Okay, you're on this corner here. Now you can see. I'm actually gonna duplicate them because this is fucking technology, baby. You can now see.
Look at what, the skeletons?
Bam, like that. See? Oh shit!
Oh, I
missed.
see.
Fucking missed. All right. I totally missed. This is going to be a nightmare to sort out. Let's just shuffle on this way. Okay, so basically you can see this in front of you. That's all the skeletons.
There's so many.
Yeah, there's quite a
It's
few.
gonna take
Yeah.
forever. I don't.
This is why we need to make a big play. We got to
Yeah,
get.
I was trying to make a big play earlier in the last
Y'all got some
session.
dynamite, just saying.
Yeah, no,
I-
no, Blue. I'm not. That wasn't a thing at you at all.
Oh no, I know. I just can't think of anything. I mean, other than the dynamite. But like, I don't have any.
Dynamite.
Big play we've got to make. It's the only thing. Otherwise we're going to just take forever just taking these things on one. And also, who knows? They could probably do the thing that they did last time, which is just all suddenly resurrect. So.
Do we know they're walking? Like, what's their speed? Am I
Pretty
faster than
slow.
them? Can I just?
You're way faster than they are, yeah. You could probably hop down and start going at it. Yeah.
Like, well, I'm an archer mainly. I don't know how smart it would be for me to get. I kind of see what's happening to the other guys, and it's not great.
No, they're not
on the
doing
ground.
great. I'm not going to lie. They're doing badly.
Question: does the doggo get around?
The
'Cause
doggo,
he's like a war dog, right?
now that you are within shouting reach, I would say that if you want to make a leadership test, you can totally try and
I would
command
like
the
to
doggo.
do that. Leadership. My leadership's 32.
Okay, I would say I'm going to give you plus 10 because of the whole fleck collar thing.
Because you like me.
Because he likes you. Yeah, so plus 10. 53, what's your... Oh, that's 43. That's a near miss, right?
Sorry. My leadership's 32.
32, 42. No, it's not going to still miss. Okay, you call out and you just hear this... Like that as... In fact, Fleck's going to sound exactly like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, okay, cool.
That'll make life a lot easier for me. So... Like that, he just does that and he starts barking. And he's now going back to barking as he was before. So he's like... This is basically like Scooby-Doo on steroids.
Doggo.
Huh? What did you
He's
say?
a very excited doggo.
He's a very excited doggo that sees lots
He's a
of
very
barrels. Yeah.
excited
He's
doggo.
a happy doggo.
Yes.
Are you doing anything else, Blue?
Yeah.
Because you can still sort of take an action, I would say. Like
Yeah, I would like to. Can I fire?
Yeah, you totally.
Uh,
Okay, so
All right,
still
I'm
plus
here.
10.
Might as well.
Back
Still plus 10, you're still
Alright.
elevated, so these are 2 dice. Hit it. That is a hit. Damn, you are throwing arrows and
Ooh-wee.
taking names. Alright, roll a d6.
Big money, big money, big money.
Big money. 6 critical!
Oh!
Now, for a ballistic skill strike, you do not need to roll your ballistic skill again for additional critical. You just roll the d6. If you get another 6, you just keep counting. So just keep going. So roll d6 again.
Big money, big money, big money.
1. Okay, it's 7. That's still 10. That's totally going to do it. Which one of these idiot skeletons, stupid skeletons?
Again, I'm going to go for the one closest to the door.
This one here, I would say. Okay, so this
yeah.
one. So basically, you just sort of like land here and go, and this like this. In fact, you can do like a Robin Hood 2 arrows on 1 string, kind of bullshit, and it's not going to cost you 2 because I'm being kind. You just go like that really quickly, and it just literally pins the skeleton to the floor, and this thing just drops, and yeah, it just gets stuck there, and it's still moving, but it's not like going to be of any consequence to anybody.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So that is out for the count. Next up is Zygmunt. Ziggy is now Siegfried. He's now going. You hear a scream from Siegfried. Goes, "They're coming through the never eat shredded feet. The west side of the building." That's a gag for anybody that tries to learn compass. Oh my God, millennials don't learn compasses, do they? Everybody has an iPhone. Shit. That gag doesn't work.
I know what a compass is.
There used to be an old thing where to work out which one is west and east, you go never eat shredded wheat, which was like a cereal in the UK. But I guess like people have iPhones now, so they can just see a literal
We
compass.
know what compasses are, I promise you.
They do, but does anybody remember which way is west and east easily? Or do you have to
Yes,
say, really?
absolutely.
So am I the
yes.
only human being that had to learn that stupid goddamn rhyme because I desperately have ADHD?
You never eat soggy waffles. Yeah.
Maggie eats soggy waffles, right? Fuck you, the whole world. Okay, so fine. So anyway, from the west, he shot the west side, and is now clashing swords, and I can't bother to roll. All right, so next up is Ratty and Bondo. What's up?
So I suggest we hightail it. We get out of this kitchen and seal off this door, this interior door as well. So I'm sort of, I nod to Bondo and I'm cheesing it. I say we cheese it.
Okay.
Cheesing it sort of back in behind this sort of, oh,
Yeah.
get up, my little man.
Yeah.
No, yeah. So I'm cheesing it back here and kind of
Behind the table, kind of thing.
yeah, like preparing to. I mean, literally the only thing I could do again because I also just completely wasted my big thing I could have done.
You literally fucked up,
which
dude. It's the vagabond way, baby. It's the vagabond
I
way.
fucked up so badly there.
Really badly. All right, so as you enter into the living room, immediately you see around you see the skeletons here trying to crawl their way over.
I'm back. Sorry.
Crawl their way over piled furniture. Mary Louise Butterford is now storming up the stairs, where she's sort of grabbed by the arm by the Gunter, who's dragging her up, and then immediately they throw down a whole bunch of furniture, which essentially cuts off the stairs.
Great, thanks, guys.
To protect the children. It's for
Hey,
the
guys,
children,
I can help.
he says. He screams down as he throws a wardrobe down there. You then see Ziggy is now battling. He's now being pushed back by a couple of skeletons. There's a whole bunch of skeletons dead at his feet that nobody saw him kill. Emmerich is now fighting as the skeleton is like smashed its way through the window. He's now fighting kind of back to back with Ziggy. It kind of looks a little Mr. and Mrs. Smith-esque cool kind of thing going on there. The dog is now biting the leg of one of the skeletons, but the other skeleton is marching towards the dog. And you see a skeleton.
No.
You see a skeleton being pinned to the floor, presumably by arrows, which is around here. I guess where the X is, like just there, by arrows that are being fired from the roof. So I guess Blue is doing her, Dell is doing her thing. You see a couple more, another skeletons. Like one appears from this corner over here, and that's all you can see, sir. And there's a skeleton sort of crawling its way this way, and there's another 2 behind it over here. Bing.
Oh, I'm gonna Can I take a stab at this one that's trying to climb over this barricade here?
Yeah, you can try and poke it with your stick.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Like just sort of overhead stab with my staff, my
Alright.
branch.
Roll your weapon skill. No charge
Roll
bonus,
it.
sir. So it's straight weapon skill, which is 40 something, right?
All right. Let's just see if these dice give me another critical
I love the fact
failure.
you're using the same dice. What is madness? Is repeating the same task over and over again, expecting a different result.
True. All right. Okay. True. Let's go for these ones.
99, 97. Yes.
Dude.
Oh,
What?
Oh, these
Step away from the dice.
insane.
Oh, dude.
I
Okay.
don't like
Oh my
dice
god.
at all.
Sorry, just give me a second so my brain can work out what horrible catastrophe you're gonna unleash.
Mate, the odds of us rolling 97 dice all the time is
Oh
off.
wow. Okay, so basically you do this thing where you sort of try to overhead smash it, but you build this massive lead up to the point where the skeleton's dumb intelligence sees what you're doing, shuffles ever so slightly to the right, and you just literally with all your force smash straight through this wardrobe, which rips apart, and all three skeletons immediately flood in as you've cleared the obstacle that was keeping them at bay. And they just come straight into you and attack you. They're all going to have a bonus as well, because that was a massive critical failure. So they're all going to attack you this round, all three of them simultaneously. They're basically just like clawing at you and stabbing at you. That was beautiful, Tom. Thank you. It's not my birthday, is it? It's not my birthday. Thanks, Tom.
Lord. Let's just rig this place to blow and get the hell out of here.
It wasn't what I thought you were going to do for the beginning, but hey ho. Okay, so Bondo, it's your turn now. Tell me, you okay? You've gone very quiet. I didn't kill you, which I
I'm
couldn't.
not happy with these dice rolls at all.
Sorry,
This is
brother.
getting weird.
It's getting weird.
I rolled 97, just not like the
Really
odds of doing
recently.
really odd. It's really weird.
All right, so Bondo, it's your turn, man.
Oh, that place is secure, so I'm heading this way. So
Okay, what's your
as
movement?
fast as my little legs will carry me. 3.
Okay, so you're going to be able to. You can't get into combat with the three that are attacking Tom simultaneously, but you'll be able to enter the combat with these two at least. This one and this one. This one, sorry, and this one over here, the left and right of you. You'll be able to hit them both next round. That's fine. That's your go. Okay, so first things first. Let's because it's the juiciest action in town. All three skeletons are going to attack you with a bonus. That is. Sorry, I haven't. Oh, that's a hit. That is a miss, and that is. Come on, Dad. Okay, that's 2 hits and 2 misses. Sorry, 1 hit. Sorry, 1 miss and 2 hits. And the first one is okay. That's 6 points of damage. Second one is 7 points of damage, Tom. Both to your body, I would say.
Oof.
What's your toughness, sir?
My toughness is 4.
So that's
I got
2 wounds.
leather-
You've got
leather
leather armor.
arm.
That's 1 wound for the first hit.
Mm-hmm.
That's 1 wound. What's that take you to? 7, right?
7.
Okay. You can do that yourself. And the second one will therefore be 2 hits. So that's actually. So you take 3 wounds. You're down to 5 right now, I believe, if my math is correct. All right.
Yeah.
So these things start clawing at you, grabbing you, headbutting you, and like one of them gives you essentially gives you a skeleton burn, which is when it rubs furiously on your forearm with its 2 hands.
Yeah.
It gives you a little skeleton burn there like that. But they're basically on top of you. You cannot now use your staff because they are literally like grappled you, and all 3 of them are sort of grabbing you and trying to pull you to the ground. It's terrifying. In fact, make a terror test. You potentially could go into terror. This is really truly. This is like you seeing your own death in front of your eyes. So make a cool test, please. And you can +5 because you've dealt with skeletons before.
Oh, thanks.
Sorry, I'm +10. Sorry, I'm being a dick. +10. Okay. What's your cool?
My cool is 32.
Okay, so 42, let's say, because you dealt with skeletons before. 35, that's a pass. Okay, so you don't take insanity, you're not in terror, but this is really, this is heavy shit right now.
Hang on a second.
What?
Shit, I just totally forgot something. Oh, it's too late now.
Okay.
I could have used luck to.
Not be a
Got
critical
that
failure.
critical.
Too late now, sis, but good idea in hindsight. Captain Hindsight. All right, so next up is Bondo. You've had your turn. Blue, it's back to your turn. And the skeletons are also doing their thing, which I'm going to narrate.
Okay. In my last round, I shouted, "How's everything going down there?" And you said in this round, I would get a response.
So everybody,
Uh,
so both Bondo and Jim, Bondo and Jim and Tom, you can now make a response to that question. I would say.
Yeah, with maybe like an idea of what we should do, like maybe something we should do with, bombs or something. I don't know.
I'm gonna give both Tom and Jim 10 seconds each to talk. I'm gonna do a timer because that's fair. So first up, I guess would be Ratty. Why don't you go, Tom?
I don't know, man. I got 3 skeletons all over me, and I can't even attack them with my staff. So
That wasn't very Ratty accent, but I'll take it.
Ratty
It's 10
would be
seconds.
best
It's
featured.
10 seconds. All right, so Jim in Bondo voice, please, and Bondo accent. Go.
Get down here, Alfred. Stuck knee deep in crap.
Tactically
Okay.
genius. That's your 10 seconds. Thank you. So we have, I don't know, man. I'm covered in skeletons, and why don't you come down and help out, you lazy elf? That's basically what I got from that.
I have been doing work, yo. I have been working. But this is like small pickings. All right.
All right,
What do we
doing?
have to do to make this all this shit go away?
Actually,
I would like.
Yeah, I'm going to refer to this map over here. So you basically have a look at, you're basically where the dog is, and the skeletons are pretty much disappearing into the building right now.
All right, I want to
into
hop down or whatever. How
Right.
high is it?
Yeah, you
Can I
can-
slide down or?
You can actually, there is a skeleton here by the door. You could probably hit it, like a jump attack.
I would like to jump on top of it.
Alright, so you're going to stow your
Land it.
bow, bring out the whichever weapons you use, and just basically like Assassin's Creed the shit out of it.
I have an axe. Can I
Yeah.
just
You can
yeah.
hatch it.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah, I
you'll
want to
try
hatch it.
All right. So roll a weapon skill. I'm going to say plus 10 because you're elevated, and this is like a drop onto the head. I'm going to give you a damage bonus if you hit. You don't hit. Okay, sorry. Well, that damage bonus is gone. So basically, how much is that a fail by the way? Is that over 30?
My weapon skill is 46.
All right. So just because it's funny, so you slide off the top, and you just. What are you going to say, by the way? Are you going to say anything like as you do this maneuver?
No. I would have if I succeeded.
So Blue, usually it's funny when these things go badly that you say something. All right, so you say that, you just slide off and just go and then the skeleton just keeps walking and you just go thump and you land on the ground. What is your movement? You're not going to take any damage because your movement is so good. But you.
My movement is 5.
Yeah, you're not going to take any damage. It's fine. But essentially, you fall like 2 yards onto earth and you just stab your hatchet straight in the ground. And then you just look in between your legs underneath you, like, where your ass is in the air and you're just looking between your legs. And the skeleton just like sort of like clicks its heel together, like it's in, I don't know, like, what do you call it? The Wizard of Oz. And just like carries walking on into the farmhouse. And you totally miss it, basically. You now see, actually, you can see everything that I'm showing you right now. That Hugo is here, Ziggy is sort of here, skeletons are pouring in. Everybody's like up against it. There are multiple skeletons. Tom's Ratty is being overwhelmed by skeletons right now, and you hear more. You can see more skeletons in these rooms pouring through. So the farm looks like it's being overrun at the moment.
Okay. Do I have any further action or was?
No, after that miss, I think you're lucky to be alive, quite frankly. Okay.
Yeah, got it.
So next up is Ratty. Ratty, you got 3 skeletons on you, buddy.
Well, you said I can't swing my staff, so what am I doing? I'm just backing off?
You can make a strength
know.
test to break through. You're basically being grappled. So I'm going to give you a strength test to
Right.
try and break free of the grapple. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Otherwise, I think you're going to get like an automatic wound around, I think, from just being hit by so many skeletons. They're just literally just clawing at you, trying to stick their fingers into all your flesh and stuff. It's pretty horrible. So make a strength test. You've got luck. Strength is, ooh, yeah, you made it, 29. Okay,
Yeah.
nice one, Jitsa. So you sort of push them back, and they all sort of stumble back like a foot or so, and you manage to get clear of them back to here. So you're actually back to back with Ziggy, who's sort of like, he goes, oh, nice of you to join the party. What are you doing? Eating cake? And you notice there's lots of cake around his like whiskers, and he's clearly been eating cake himself. I know, often people do that, right? Okay, so you're clear.
Yeah.
That's your sort of attack, I guess, but you've got your staff to hand, double-handed. You can defend yourself, etc., etc.
Okay, cool.
Next up is Bondo, I'm going to say, and then the skeletons are going to have their attack.
Right, my first attack, I'm going to hit this skeleton here.
Are you going to say anything? Because I kind of feel you should say something right now.
Get off my bloody friend!
Okay. 61. What is your weapon skill?
61, my weapon skill is... Where my sheet's gone? Oh, hang on. Penis. 1 second.
Have you been making up the numbers this whole entire time? You haven't had your sheets in
No,
your
no,
you
they're
just
just
like,
under my
oh, I just
keyboard.
pick up this number right now.
Right, weapon skill is a 52. I'm going to try with luck.
Okay, your luck fails, sir. You do not have the luck to pull this off. You try and it just, your luck, you get the unlucky, and the skeleton sort of moves towards Tom, and you just hit the sort of, you whack the side of this table here, and like give a big divot into the wood edge, and you manage to pull your weapon out. But yeah, you miss, so your luck has failed. I know it's scary, but please move your hand Jim, from the table. All right, so that's your first attack. The skeletons now get attacked. So one is now going to attack Jim. The other two are going to attack Ratty as before, and also Ziggy and all that kind of jazz, I guess. So the first one hits Ratty. The second one misses Ratty. The first one hits for Jesus. This is on camera as well. You can check it later. The first one hits for that's 10 points of damage on Ratty because it didn't make the second critical roll. You'll be pleased to hear, Tom. So that's 10 points of damage on you, mate.
So I'm down to 0 wounds.
Okay, 0 wounds. So you are on 0. So you toughness and armor. Okay, fair enough. So you're down to 0 wounds. This thing basically manages to rake you across your leather jacket. And it sort of like doesn't ruin the jacket, but it literally rips across it and leaves this huge drag mark. And the force of the blow like knocks you into the wall a little bit. At the same time, this other skeleton comes at you. You have the wherewithal just to duck your head as its claws go straight into the wood, literally where your head was. You sort of duck and weave, but you are not doing well, sir. The third skeleton gratefully is broken off the attack. You can feel that Ziggy is sort of pressing his attack again, but things aren't going any of your way. You hear Emmerich and Hugo screaming and shouting. The dog is barking like crazy, and you think you hear you see Bondo behind the skeleton taking a swing. Bondo, it's now your go.
Okay, I'll have another crack at him.
Yep.
Let's have a look.
That's a hit. Roll
Like
D6.
it.
Yep.
Yes. On D6 coming up.
That's a critical. So roll your
6
weapon skill
points.
again. Roll your weapon skill again to see if you hit your weapon skill. If you're under and you get another D6, that's a fail for your weapon skill. So 6 plus your strength plus strike mighty blow, which I know you have.
Yep, my strength 3 plus the 6 is 9
That's
plus
10,
strike
right?
mighty blow 10.
Cool. So you basically, this thing that dodged out your way, you sort of turn your axe and swing it this way and just literally obliterate this skeleton over here that was attacking Tom. This thing is moving into position and is now still attacking you, but it will be next round. The skeletons are now going to attack the dog. I'm going to do it narratively actually, because fuck that. So you see, like, you hear Fleck just growl and launch through the window and actually lands on a skeleton and is now just literally taking the fight to the skeletons. The other skeleton's now moving. Jim, you get the feeling that the skeleton's advancing on you. One is doing like a little tap dance now as if it's really happy. You don't know why. And so Emmerich is now being pushed at 3 different angles. Ziggy is now fighting as well. There's more skeletons pouring through. And Dell, from behind you, you feel something. So it's now going to be your round. You get a feeling behind you, like the hairs on the back of your head prick up. Yeah, it's literally right behind you. You don't know what it is, but something is directly behind you that has totally freaked you out.
Okay, I turn around.
Okay.
What do I see?
I'm trying to find an appropriate model, actually. So you turn around and you just see this one skeleton that's,
What the fuck?
that's bigger than the others and is holding his shield and this kind of jewel-encrusted sword, like short sword, and it's just standing there facing you. It has this helmet that's like kind of half crown with like a spike on the top and like a ragged cloak that's fluttering in this wind. and it's just staring at you. It's not moving with the same effect as the other skeletons. It seems to be very malevolent and very intelligent, and is staring around. And as you stare at it slightly slack-jawed, it just raises up its hand and points its sword directly at you as if making a direct challenge.
Fuck!
Happy Sunday!
I say nope.
Nope.
No, man. No, I can't take that thing on. No way.
Okay.
I wanna.
Nope. No, sir. Nope.
How tall is it?
It's a good 6 foot tall.
Okay, that's not that tall.
Are you thinking about taking it on? Come on. Come on.
Why you will? Oh, you will.
What's the worst that could happen?
Do I get the sense, because I saw this previously, that this is like the daddy zombie, like previously, that if we take this dude out, the rest will fall?
I think 'cause you actually took
Previously on Vagabond
I took out the last one, so do I get that
Previously
same
on
vibe?
Yeah, you took it out last time, so you get the vibe that this is like the Fonz skeleton. Like, Fonz is cool, right? This skeleton's cool, and this is the Fonz skeleton. So you reckon, yeah, you take this thing out, the threat goes. And
Alright, I
hearing
do
a lot
want
of
that
screaming.
shield.
Yeah, you do. You want to rub Ziggy's nose in it. That's your like motivation.
Okay. All right. So I turn around, I square up. How far away is he from me? Like how many feet or meters?
You or it could charge you, and it would be within striking distance.
But I'm faster than it, right?
Yeah,
so I'd be able to sidestep.
Slightly faster than it, as far as you know.
Okay. If I have enough distance, I would like to shoot an arrow at its head.
Yeah, it's as you start pulling and aiming, it starts moving towards you. So you can fire, but it's going to be in combat with you next round. I'm just saying.
All right, let's do it. Whatever.
All right.
Let's get
And
this done.
let the chips fall where they may. All right, so roll your dice, buddy.
Alrighty. Oh gosh, big money.
That is a hit. That's a 14 hit. So roll your d6.
Sorry.
That is a 4, so that's 8 points of damage. That's the thing. Okay, so you shoot it, and you actually manage to lodge it into its like collarbone, and it shatters a bit, but it keeps coming. It's going to be within melee distance in this round. You can, as a free action, sort of because you're pretty nimble, holster your bow and draw your hatchet if you want.
Okay,
Otherwise,
can I sidestep too, or did I already make it?
No. This thing's coming at you, and all you can do is just get ready for the attack. Because here's the thing about Warhammer: if you don't pull, it applies to D&D as well. If you don't pull out a melee weapon, you are at a massive disadvantage trying to use a bow in combat. There's none of that Hawkeye shit. None of that Hawkeye like.
I have an axe and a shield. Can I pull out both?
No, you can pull out a shield next round. You can definitely pull out your hatchet this round. And
okay, I'll do the axe this round.
All right, cool. So it now enters combat with you. I'm pretty sure it has initiative even over Ziggy. So it is going to attack you. Why not? Because why not spread the love, Blue? You know, I've been focusing on Bondo.
Of course, yeah. You know what? I'm not bloody enough. Like,
really?
let's
really
get.
Not
yeah,
enough.
no.
All right, so that is. Oh shit, that's a hit. That is going to hit you for big money. That's going to hit you for 9 points of damage, and that's going to hit you on the 31, which is your left leg.
Okie dokie.
9 points of damage, minus any armor, minus your toughness, and then that's the wounds you got. So how much is that, Blue?
Sorry, can you repeat what I need to calculate?
So,
I don't think I've taken a hit this whole time.
Right, so 9 points of damage. So that's your toughness, minus your toughness.
Is 2.
Shit, really? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's 7. Minus any armor you have on
7
you.
points of damage?
7 points damage, minus any armor.
I don't know if I have.
That's 7. Minus any wounds you have left.
Am I just like dead?
Kind of think 4. You might be. Okay, you're gonna be on -3 basically. So why don't we -2? Sorry, no, -1. You'll be on -1. Do you have dodge blow?
Do I?
Pretty sure you might have dodge blow. That's a skill.
I do not.
Really?
Well, at least I didn't write it down. If I do, no. Oh, I do. I'm sorry. Dodge blow. There it is.
I'm going to say you're going to really need dodge blow right now because you only have 1 fate point, and I really don't want you to spend it right now because you already had like 1. So you're going to have to roll under initiative to dodge this blow completely. Okay. Otherwise, you're going to have to probably hit on the critical death table, what it's called. the fun table. All right, so this is wow, critical success. Holy fuck. Okay.
Oh,
All right.
Yay!
I tell you what, Blue,
Yay.
I'm gonna give you a free attack, but you have to tell me what kind of batshit crazy Marvel bullshit cool move you just pulled off to not only miss the move, but then hit him automatically back.
I imagine him just coming. He's coming down with me with his weapon, and
Yeah.
I just like almost like barrel roll out of the way. Like I just dodge and just tumble out of the way. And he
Yeah.
just,
Bam.
yeah, I just like flip, and his arm and weapon comes down into the ground.
Yeah.
And when it's down into the ground, I strike with my hatchet.
Okay, that's an automatic hit 'cause you rolled a critical success. Roll a d6.
please six.
1.
No, I'm
No,
sorry.
It's the vagabond way, baby. Okay, what's your strength?
My strength is 4.
Okay, so that's 5. So yeah, you definitely do like you scrape his bone a little bit, and it's you see this sort of flash of anger, like his eyes glow blue, like kind of like mystic witch light blue, right? And he just flares at you a little bit as you sort of dodge out the way and you scrape. You don't quite get a hit, but you've definitely managed to miss a mortal wound. But this thing's now super fucking pissed off and is just staring at you.
Well, I'll draw. Oh yeah, I'll draw its aggro. So
Yeah, okay. Just back of your head, you realise that you feel a little outmatched with this thing. I'm just gonna. If you haven't occurred to you, you feel a little outmatched.
where's the doggo? Is the doggo noticing that I am in trouble?
Doggo is now grappling with a bone with the leg,
Oh, okay.
and it's actually outside, so it's directly behind this boss skeleton. But it's like gnawing on a bone right now. You can do a free action of command.
My free action. I would like to whistle to get the dog's attention.
I'm digging
like-
it. I'm digging it.
Yeah.
Okay, so plus 10 to leadership and make that whistle. Do you have specialist
so
weapon,
my-
sing or whistle or anything like that?
I have dance. I
you
don't
do
have
dance.
sing.
You like do professional level whistling,
I
like
do.
that shit, you know, like really high level
I
whistling.
start popping
shit.
locking to get the dog's
Yeah,
attention.
you pop and lock to get the whistling. So roll.
All
plus
right, what am I
10.
doing? Leadership.
Yeah.
My leadership is 32.
So 42 for this roll. Ooh, so close. I want to give it to you, but just that's not in the god rules. I can't do that. Okay, so you sort of like
Dog can't hear a whistle.
you do, but you make it so elaborate it has no idea, clear sense of what you're doing, and it just looks at you with a mouthful of bone, going like that, and it starts like kind of like coming towards your direction, but it's more interested in gnawing the bone. That is your round over. Vagabonds, how you doing in there?
Hell of a
Vagabonds?
round, okay.
Hell of a round, right? Hell of a round. That's how you do it, Vagabonds. So Ratty, you're up next. Ziggy is still fighting, has dispatched, and is now moving to help Emmerich. Emmerich is now fighting. Ziggy, it's your. Ratty, it's your go.
We need to get out of this whole fighting thing. This is crazy. We need to.
I think you know what needs to be done, Tom. I think all of you know what needs to be done right now.
We need to fucking. Bondo! Bondo! We need to blow this place up! We're getting mired down in fighting and it's killing us.
You want to blow this place up with the women and children in the roof? That doesn't sound like a good idea to me.
Make a leadership test, Tom, to convince Jim to roleplay your way.
Well, I don't know what else to do then. I guess I'm just gonna have to fucking hit a skeleton again. Let's see if I can roll another 97.
Tom, you do notice that his Bondo's actual like dynamite is actually hanging off his belt. You could, if you want to, sort of make a leap and grab for the dynamite. You won't be able to
Fucking
attack anything. You might get hit on the way a little bit, but you can definitely make a grab for the dynamite. And you can do that flavor magic spark bullshit, like the zap ball thing. So you could easily light it without a flame. I'm just putting it out there, Tom. I'm just putting that in your head, like planting the seed. Just saying, Tom. What do you think?
So, can I just ask about the stairs?
Yeah.
Did they shoved some stuff down? Is that like gonna make it difficult for us to get up the stairs?
Yeah.
So are we basically trapped in this room?
A little bit. Well, you have like several rooms to choose to which one to get trapped from, like four different rooms to be trapped in. Yeah, but you're kind of trapped in this room. Yeah.
And are there any in this wall behind me?
Yep.
Are there any exits, like windows or anything that we?
No, the windows are the front of you, so I'll point mine here actually to make it a bit clearer.
There's no windows in the back of this house.
There is a window here, There's windows here and here that you can see like through the doorways. There's a small window here. You know there's a window here because that's what you got pulled in.
There's no window
And
here.
there's
Why
no
isn't
window
it?
back.
Do they not want to look at their garden or anything? They just
Dude,
decided.
this is like Warhammer World circa like 1500s in our world. Nobody gives a fuck
They have
about the garden.
windows. They have windows.
They do have
Glass
windows.
is expensive.
Glass is fucking expensive. Thank you, Jim.
Okay, I mean, see, the problem is that we can't really dynamite because.
Hey,
we
Tom,
can't know-
have you got that wind? You know what would be good now? That wind blast spell. That'd be great. That would solve all your problems probably.
Yeah, fuck you. um, uh, uh,
Do we get hazard pay or like what's the deal with
You're
it?
on a
Not
big
really,
one.
no, not really. Weird though. No, not really.
And where? So Dell's there, so I can't even throw the dynamite forward because it could hit her.
Can you call the dog to bring me the dynamite? Sorry, I'm not speaking out of turn.
Well, I mean, I think the bottom line is like,
Fido
where is the
everywhere.
big threat right now? Where is the problem? And could you like throw
So
and
the
get the
big
fuck out
threat
of the
is
way?
right on top of us, and
Right.
we can't maneuver away from it.
Well, I mean, collateral damage. You don't know Hugo that well, but you know, there is an empty
No,
kitchen.
but dude, the dynamite blast is literally like the skeletons are literally on top of us. Like,
But you know a bit out of Platoon where he just like asks like his like friends to dump everything on top of him because he knows that the day is lost. I mean, you know, why not?
I'm on 0 wounds.
Out of nowhere, you just hear this, Ratty, I've got a great idea. You should get that dynamite and just drop it. You know, see what happens. You don't look so good, Ratty. You're right. You look quite pale.
Oh God, carry the brain, not carry the brain.
That doesn't happen.
Gary didn't tell me that that was a wind blast in the ferret, so I'm not listening to Gary anymore.
Fair enough. You blot it out. What do you want to do, Tom?
I don't know. I guess all I can do is swing at a skeleton because
Fair enough.
honestly, I think we do dynamite in this enclosed space. We're screwed. If we could get out anyway, if there was any way to withdraw and then throw the
Well,
dynamite,
there
I
is
would
a
do
table
that.
here. It's not like you haven't like got a table to hide behind.
All right, the table will solve things. No, I don't know. I really don't know. What's Ziggy doing?
No,
Isn't it his
just
go?
no.
He's already fighting. He's taking care of business, but you're not really paying attention to him. So you just hear him doing really well until you look at him. He's doing nothing. He's just basically dispatched the skeleton. You don't know.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna swing at this skeleton right in front of me then.
Okay. So roll a weapon skill. What do you hit? What do you get?
I think it's a miss. 89.
That's
Yeah,
a
it's
massive miss. Yeah, you sort of fight back. It sort of grapples with you. It manages to get its like curved, rusty kitchen knife blade it's got in its hand. You don't do any damage to him. Jim, it's your turn. So the situation is looking very dire indeed. There is a kitchen open behind you. Ratty's here. There's a table here. This doorway is open. The skeleton's fucking everywhere. And you can see over to your left shoulder, Dell has taken on what looks to be a much taller and eerily calm skeleton that is going toe to toe with her, and she doesn't seem to be doing great. What do you want to do? Things look dire for the vagabonds indeed, folks.
Okay. I'd like to know what's underneath the big blue hand.
There's a skeleton. Surprise!
That's better. Thank you. Right, I'm gonna fight this one here. I'm gonna head out.
Okay.
I've got a plan. Bondo has a plan.
Okay.
Right, so I'm gonna take this guy on. So, where's my dice gone?
All right.
Right. Here we go.
85 is a
No, I'm
miss.
not gonna hit
That
it.
is a miss. Okay.
Alright.
Skeletons are going to have their fun if that's all right with everybody.
Back here, buddy.
All right, buddy. So we've got 2 on Tom. That's a hit and a miss. Very lucky. First hit is going to hit you for 4 points of damage, Tom. That's going to be to your left arm.
I absorb that then.
Okay, so it hits you, rakes you across the left arm. You manage to get your left arm up, and you take all the damage on your armor. Thank God. We're going to have some narrative roleplay fun over here. You hear Hugo screaming as the skeleton's going over, and basically the skeleton sort of like bites into Hugo's head and starts literally biting into him, and it just crawls on top of him, and it's just lying on top of him, like ripping him apart. You hear Emma go, "Hugo, no!" And he just beheads the skeleton here. It just goes, its body pieces go flying, and it just turns. He turns and puts a hand out. Ziggy is trying to literally push with his shield back several skeletons that are emerging from this doorway here, and is trying to hold them from entering. You hear a smash from the kitchen, and you hear what you think is maybe a couple of skeletons trying to burst through behind you. Bondo, you have 2 skeletons on you right now. So the first one is going to miss you quite substantially. It's critical. No, it's not critical. And the first one is going to hit you for only 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage.
Yeah.
Right. My toughness is 4, so
Okay,
I just
you
absorb that.
it. Cool.
Yep.
Okay, it's your round now. Your second attack, I believe, and Ziggy's second attack.
Right. I'm going to have another crack at the same skeleton because I've realised it is key that I get outside.
Okay.
Fuck me.
Wow,
91, so I still
91.
miss.
That's not a
Jeez.
critical failure, but that's a huge miss. Okay, so you just
Still
go,
a failure.
it's a massive failure. So you're sort of fighting with it. It's got a shield. It takes a weapon and shield quite easily. And this other one now starts moving closer towards you. So you're kind of pinned in the corner here. This window is blown out, by the way, just so you know. This is a blown out window, like that. New round. Blue, it is your turn. What are you going to do?
Oakley dokley. So the way I'm picturing it is that he is still kneeling on the ground because he missed striking me, right?
Yeah,
so he's still
kind of.
low, and I'm
Yeah.
to the side.
Yeah.
So he's not directly in front of me or charging me.
No, but he can definitely turn into combat with you.
Okay, got it. Okay, I mean, I guess I'll go for as a free I really feel like
Nobody's listening to you.
no.
Right.
Can I see into the house and see what's going inside the house? Can I make a glance
Yeah, you
and
can
see
see the
like
whole of this room. You can see exactly what's going on now because you're this side of him, and you can, at a glance, you can see everything that's happening or just happened in the
Okay.
last 6 seconds, basically. So you see
Okay.
Hugo being attacked. You see Ratty not doing great against this thing. Ziggy is doing very well and is pushing back these zombies. You hear, skeletons. You hear Bondo is now fighting 2 of them and is not making much headway. So yeah, you see all of this stuff now.
Okay, I like to make another strike at the dude in front of me. Why
Sure
not?
thing.
Do I get an advantage because I'm
Not
I don't
at
know.
all. No, but you
Wait,
can.
do I get an advantage because I'm flanking because of the dog?
No, you can pull your shield
Dang
out though.
Okay, I'm just trying to think of.
The dog is not involved in combat, otherwise yes, but no, you can't do that.
Okay,
you can
okay.
pull your shield though, which will
I'll
give you
pull
an
the
extra-
shield out.
Yeah, good idea.
Do I also get a combat move? Like, can I strike hitting
You
him?
can do something funky and cool, but let's roll the dice and see what happens.
All right.
76. Welcome to the Vagabonds. No, that's a miss. How many attacks do you have per round?
I think just one. I don't
I
know.
think 2 for some reason.
I don't. Where do I see
has
that?
two
I don't know.
attacks.
On your
Yeah,
character.
down here, the red corner.
Right corner.
No, no, you don't. You only have 1 attack. That's fine. Oh no, you have 2 attacks. Yeah, Del, you've got a second attack. You can make another attack in a second. That's cool.
Okay.
You're very nimble. Yeah, we increased your attacks, I believe. Okay, so this thing is going to attack you. I'm not going to do this in front of you. That's just rude. I should hide it. So I'm going to passive aggressively attack you with my skeleton. So this thing attacks. It misses. So you start trading blows. You pull your shield. You manage to catch its sword. The scimitar, which comes raking down, you manage to catch it. You can make another leadership test to get the dog into the fight. if you want.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so it's a still straight leadership test, plus 10. 28, that's it. Okay,
Nice.
cool. So Fleck is now at your command. How are you going to do that, by the way?
Well, okay. I whistle to draw his attention up to me, and he knows that I'm communicating to him with eye
Yeah.
contact. His dogs are
his
yelling
ears
at
do
me.
that little thing, that cute thing they prick up
Yeah.
and go straight up.
If I engage him, does he then get into combat? And then
You can basically command him to do so. You're basically taking control of the dog right now.
I want him to go for the leg.
Alright, so you want him to do a
So I
straight
want to
attack.
point to the leg and say, "Fetch."
Okay, do you have his stats on you?
Oh, the dog stats?
You write it down. I think I sent it to you. I can't remember if I did or not.
Oh, I think you did. I'm so sorry. I don't
No,
have
it's
it
cool. I
for
can
me.
find it. No worries. That's cool. I got it. It is a war dog. It is a big, or
Yes.
big BFD.
Big
fucking
doggo.
Big doggo. So it
I want that
is-
shin flick.
Yeah, right. So okay, so roll your stuff, man. What do you got? See, what do you roll?
What am I rolling? Okay. Oh, what? I did the tree with me.
You roll the tree. I don't know what it is on the combat class, but I'll allow it.
Oh, it's 8. Nice.
What was it? A 0-8.
80.
That's definitely a hit in anybody's book. Okay, it has a strength of 3. So you roll a d6 plus 3, and it has no skills, funnily enough. It has sing, actually. Okay, it's a 3, it's a 5. Okay, so it's not it basically latches onto this dude's leg, but this thing is so strong, it just yanks the dog with it, and doesn't really slow it down. It does like a little bit of damage, but it doesn't do much. But Fleck is now latched onto its leg. And it's just
Yeah, he's a good boy.
Yeah.
He's a good boy.
So that's your round. It is now. It had a go, didn't it?
It went. Yeah, it
Yeah,
missed.
you missed.
Fine,
Oh,
it missed.
52
It
missed.
actually has. Yeah, okay, cool. So next up is Ziggy. Ziggy's now pushing to this room, screaming at the top of its lungs, some kind of inherent thing. This zombie has killed Hugo, or at least it's bitten off Hugo's face. So you assume it's dead. It's now attacking Ratty. Ratty is now your go, though. Emmerich is now screaming and is running over to where his brother was. Ratty, it's your go there, sir.
All I can do is attack a skeleton. So
All right, man. Roll your dice, sir. Roll the dice. Is this the end of the vagabonds? How many dice you rolling? Take your pick. So 66, right?
yeah, so that's
Okay,
a miss.
That's a miss. Okay, so you're sort of like getting more desperate, and you sort of all of you start feeling that the tide of the battle is turning against you, with the exception of Blue, I would say. But everybody else is like, this is a desperate act. Like, things are not going well. Things are up against you. At every turn, your luck isn't holding out, and you're in dire straits right now. These two skeletons push a little bit tighter towards you, Tom. Bondo, it's now your go.
Again, gonna try and hit that guy so I can get out the door.
Okay.
Ah,
You know what, dude?
Yes,
I personally would
hit.
light the fucking dynamite right now. Just like, screw it. Light it and duck and cover, you know?
that's coming soon. To
33,
An
okay.
outside area near you.
Alright, 33 to hit, so that's 2 points damage. That's 6 points of damage, which isn't going to be enough to dispatch it, but you sort of smash it against the table. It's still very much in the fight, but it's looking pretty broken. Cool, that is all your turns. It is now the second turn of this big fuck off thing that's facing off with Blue. It's now turning itself onto Fleck, and it's going to try and stab Fleck the War Dog.
No.
That is a massive miss, not quite a
Oh,
critical
thank God.
failure, but Fleck is really nimble for a big dog and actually manages to dodge its blows. It's trying to rain it down, and it's sort of turning Fleck and itself this way because Fleck is like grappling it, so it's like spinning around a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you've got 2 attacks on you, Bondo, and 2 attacks on Tom as well. So that's 2 attacks on Bondo. First one misses. Second one misses as well. 2 attacks on... That is a critical hit, and the second one on Tom is a miss. So you've got a critical hit, Tom. You lucky motherfucker. All right, so that's... You get 1 hit of 10 damage.
How is that lucky?
Because I rolled a 1 on the d6. Sorry, not 10 damage, 8 damage. Sorry, 8 damage. That's
yeah,
why,
I'm
that's
on
why it's
minus
lucky.
3, so it's not lucky.
Really? What's your
Yeah.
toughness? 4.
Yeah,
Okay, and what's your...
I got leather armor.
That's 3, I would say. Let's say that's 3. So that's on a... You're on a -3 critical, aren't you?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to have to roll for that. So in fact, you're going to have to roll for that, sir. You do have luck. By the way, you got luck. You can make that a -2 critical if you want. If your luck holds.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, so that's... your luck holds for the day. So that's a -2 critical, not -3. Do you want to roll on the sudden death table for me, please? Or the... sorry, not the sudden death, the critical table. What's that?
54.
Okay, I can tell you what happens to you, and this is on your left arm.
Other button.
Okay, so this is a -2. We go to the critical table to see exactly what happens. It doesn't mean instant death, but it can be quite bad. It can also be to the point where you may just want to take a fate point if it debilitates your character. This game is a Grimworld of Paris adventure, folks. We don't pull any punches. The critical effect on the table is a +2. That's a 12. So your left arm, you stare in horror as blood pumps from the mangled stump of your wrist. Anything held in the hand in your left hand is dropped, and you fall unconscious to the ground. You're going to be bleeding out at 1 rune around as well. So that's going to get worse and worse and worse. Tom, it's a question of what you'd like to do, whether you're going to take the hit and drop to the ground, or whether you're going to spend a fate point, sir.
No, I'm going to take the hit.
Okay, I love it. All right, so you take the hit, your hand is mangled, you drop back, slamming against the ground here, and the last thing you see are 2 skeletons advancing on you, and your hand is just like this kind of ruin and blood pumping out of you, and you just completely pass out. Bondo, it's now your go, I believe. So.
No.
Oh, it's now Blue's go. Your second attack.
I got a second attack. Hang on.
I think Blue goes before you, though, sir.
I mean, I haven't had the second attack from the previous one.
Hasn't she had her second attack yet?
I did with the dog.
Oh, yeah, that was your attack. That's fine. So, Bondo, yes, you're quite correct. It's your second attack. Yeah.
Right, I'm going to try and hit this blooming skelly. Right, I hit the skelly. Hooray. Right, okay. Now let's roll that one. Please, a 6. A 5. That's decent.
That'll kill it.
Right, okay. So hopefully I can finally...
Yep, this thing's dispatched. Yep, bam.
Step out of the way.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah. Run!
What are you doing now?
I'm going to try and attack this big guy out the front. I think this is another one of the clowns, or some sort of controlling skeleton like that.
Something like that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So you start running towards the outside, where you see Blue in kind of combat with the dog and this huge kind of like mustachioed skeleton, and you're leaving Tom to die. Good. So next round.
Ziggy's in there, be fine.
It's Ziggy, man. Like, seriously? All right, so next round is Blue's turn. Oh, Tom, I need you to make a cool test. You've just taken a critical hit, sir.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of ridiculous making you do insanity points because you're already fucking mad as a March hare. So. That's a fail.
Like sanity points instead.
Oh, man.
That's a fail. Take an insanity point, please, Tom. How many do you have right now?
Just
one, right?
None.
Oh, okay, so you've got 1. Okay, you're fine. All right, so
Commodore Garden bonkers at the moment.
Blue, it's now your turn.
Okay, sorry to ask this again. Do I have an attack of or not attack of opportunity?
No, you have
do I have
attack.
Advantage? Do I have advantage?
I'll give you +10 because the dog is actually slowing it down somewhat. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay.
You have advantage.
I mean, I could go for the head again.
All right,
Seems to be working. All right.
53. What's your weapon skill?
Weapon skill is 46.
You lucky little elf. That's a hit with your +10. So that's definitely a hit. Roll a d6.
Oh. Okay.
Yep, roll a d6. That's a 1.
Oh, God. Dang it.
What's your strength?
My strength is 4.
So good news, you're chipping away at this thing, just not very quickly.
Okay.
So
Can I yell at Bondo too that maybe get a dynamite? Like you
see Bondo coming out, and you say maybe dynamite, and then just like slam into this thing. It manages to parry your blow.
Okay.
You have your second attack with the dog. Your dog will count as a second attack from now on. If you
sure.
After this, I think we can establish that you and the dog are kind of in sync. So if you want to use a second attack as the dog, that'll be like a command like sick balls or something like that. 6 skeleton balls, whatever.
Snap shin.
Snap shin. Yeah, okay. So that'll be that thing. Next up is Ziggy. Yep, you sort of hear cries and another skeleton goes down that nobody sees. In fact, he does an amazing move and kills 2 of them. Nobody sees that. Emmerich comes in. I'm going to say Emmerich is now in combat with these skeletons. Ratty, the last thing you see is this huge hulking guy with this enormous 2-handed sword just sweeps across you and just is now standing over you to the point where all you can see is his ass and these incredibly tree trunk-like legs and what looks to be either a tail or a jacket. Could be a fluffy tail, you don't know. And at that, you pass out of the fight, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next up, therefore, is this guy's turn on Blue. Some skeletons action, and then it'll be Bondo again. Blue, you are hit. And you are hit, unfortunately, for 7 points of damage. That is going to be to your left leg. Which you have no arm.
What leg did I get hit in last time? Left leg?
Same leg actually, left leg. Same thing again.
Okay.
So that's your left leg, 7 points of damage. So what's your toughness?
I don't know. My toughness is 2.
So that's 5 points of damage to your left leg. Have you got any leather armor on at all?
I have leather armor on, yeah.
That's okay. That'll be a shield as well. So that's 4 with, and I would say with the leather that'll be 3. So you get take 3 wounds. So you're on 1, I believe, right?
Yes, let me do that.
Do your thing. All right. So that slashes you across the shin. It fucking hurts. This thing is fucking deadly, man. You know, whatever the thing you took out last time, this thing feels a lot stronger than that one arrow.
Yeah, does it need some dynamite in its skull?
You're also now being pushed back by it. So the dog is still latched on, but you're sort of being pushed back in combat. So you no longer have advantage. Okay, so Bondo, it's now your go, I believe, baby.
Can I charge that distance?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
He's gonna barrel into it. He's gonna barrel into it.
Yeah,
Okay, lovely.
basically.
Okay.
Yep. Just hit him. Hit.
Yep.
Let's have a look.
That is a 35.
Yes.
That's a hit. All right, you're just gonna literally like shoulder barge him.
I like the sound of that.
All right.
Blunt force trauma for the win.
1 hit. That's
Oh, for
1 wound.
diddly.
What's your
Right.
strength?
My strength is 3 and the +1, so it's 5 damage.
Okay, you sort of smash into him, and it manages to turn you, so you sort of stagger past it. You've definitely done some damage to it, but really not very much. And the dog sort of like loses its grip and like rears back and just growling at this thing now. And this thing is like sort of backed and is now facing all 3 of you. As you go past, it actually sort of like turns its shoulder in a way that shoulders shouldn't turn and slashes at your back and just rings it straight across your back. It manages to hit, and it causes 9 points of damage to your back.
How many points?
9.
9.
Yep.
I'm dead.
Okay, so at that point, folks, you see the slash blue, you just see Bondo running across. This thing just slashes across its back, and Bondo just reaches out and goes, "Oh!" and falls towards the camera. And at that point, folks, we're going to stop the game. Fucking cliffhanger or what?
Oh my gosh.
Holy shit,
Every
folks.
cliffhanger is Bondo dies.
It's not my fault. I would have thrown the fucking dynamite about 3 fucking rounds ago, dude. Fuck that.
Oh,
You don't know
if
these
I did,
people.
I'd have killed everyone.
You don't know them. They don't know you.
Sad Neil is gonna get some food next
Right.
time.
So here's the thing, folks.
Shall I just like do this? No, there you go.
Well,
No.
we don't. I think you might. I think you have to actually. That's a fate point, my friend. I think pretty sure we can all.
Yeah.
Well, let's do the fate point now and spare every. Oh no! Why don't we save? No, let's do it now. I'll forget otherwise. That's a fate point. So.
Nom nom
Bam!
nom 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 nom.
2 fate points in 1 mini skirmish adventure. Wow. Things are looking bleak for the
Skirmish?
vagabonds.
It's a skirmish.
This is so we have Ratty down, we have Dell on the back foot, we have Bondo, and by the way, Bondo, you're gonna have to take a cool test for me, please, for another
Oh,
insanity.
God,
That's
not
another
again.
critical hit.
Here we
Yeah.
go.
Near-death experience and all that. 34, that's a pass. You do not get a critical insanity. Things are looking bleak. The only person that's having fun right now is Ziggy, but you don't know what's going on because you can't see him. Wowzers, folks.
So he must be
Wowzers.
doing well.
Indeed. Well, this has been a dire. This is the most dire we've ever seen the vagabond.
Wow, this is intense.
This is tense. Who knows what's going to happen, folks? You're going to have to tune in to find out in 2 weeks' time. On behalf
Same
of
bad time, same bad channel.
same bad channel, same lousy narrative. All right, folks. Well, listen. Thank you very much for everybody stopping by. I want to talk to my vagabonds privately because I feel I might have traumatized all of them in some way or another. But hey, this is a grim world of perilous adventure, so get with the program, folks. All right. Thanks very much. Who wants to do the flip? I feel it's Tom's go. Do you want to flip it?
Tom can flip it. I feel like he's got some flipping energy.
Tom's just rage quit. Okay. Thanks everybody. Take it easy. And oh my God, how are they going to get through this one? Stay tuned next time, folks. See you. Bye.
Bye.